In classic is just as real TF2 action. I have to restart it because one thing didn't work on my OBS. Let's run this back one more time. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the RGL Season 20 Amateur Grand Final, brought to you only on twitch.tv/It's Just Jazz Real. I am Just Jazz, I am real, and after an amateur season filled with bombs, drops, huge pays, league fees, and paid hacks, it all comes down to this. 28 teams enter the season, and now only 2 remain standing from the pack. It's team named Finger and OnlySpams. Both teams got a new lease on life after the bans of you-know-who, and are looking to make history and become the 20th winner of amateur in RGL's history. Tonight we will find out who is the best of the second lowest RGL div. Team named Finger enter as the hot favorites, having not dropped a match, kind of, this season, and will be confident as they come, but hotshot upstarts OnlySpams are determined to make their lives hell and come out on top. In this dramatic into a season with more twists and amaze, who shall be crowned the kings of amateur? It's team named Finger, it's OnlySpams, and it starts right now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to twitch.tv/Is Just Jazz Real on the Amateur Grand Finals. We are so excited to have you, warts and all, to this cast tonight. We've got a Grand Slam series of events ready for you guys. But before we even talk about what's going to go on, I'm going to bring in number one Rocker. Rocker, how you going, boss?
After that intro like that, I'm electrified, simply put. How you doing?
I'm as excited as can be. As well, we've got 2 people on the analyst desk joining us tonight to talk a little bit about this amateur season and all the twists and turns. We've got Foe rejoining us. He joined us the other night. Foe, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
Very, very good.
Back.
We're excited to have you. And as well, we've got, to give us a little bit of the lore of this season, we have the Pook. Pookie, how you doing, boss?
Beasting up right now. I feel like I could sprint through a brick wall after that intro.
Hey,
so thank you for that.
You know, that's what we do here on Is Just Jazz Real on twitch.tv/Is Just Jazz Real. Before we get into the season, we're gonna run down the teams real quick. Again, we've got team named Finger versus OnlySpams. Both of these teams in the final, with team named Finger beating Ringers in Paris last night and OnlySpams beating Ultraviolet to both earn their place in tonight's final. We'll get more to that in a little bit. As a brief reminder of the final table from the season, we had team named Finger, who had an unbeaten season for the most part. We'll get on that in a second. With OnlySpams, now it says, I believe it says 4th on the table. They did finish technically 10th in the table, but have managed to, through sheer grind and grit, get their way up to this grand final spot from the 10th seed. So that's a big plus to them. We're going to run through these rosters real quick as well. Let me pull up my little graphic. Hey, guys, check this out. Boom. For OnlySpams tonight, we have Chauncey on Pocket Scout, Scorch on Flank Scout, Davis on Roamer, Soul on Pocket, Electric on Demo, and Freaky Med on Medic. And then for team named Finger, we have Connor on Pocket Scout, Cleo on Flank Scout, Bonesy on Pocket, Soldier, Overpaid Rice Farmer on the Roamer, Aurelia on the Demo Man, and Taylor on the Medic class. So both teams having a great season. And yes, those stats that you're seeing at the bottom of your screen are their cumulative stats from across all of their logs this season. So quite some impressive stats indeed. But I'm going to bring in Foe, and I'm going to bring in the Pook. Foe, I called you earlier this season. You're like the amateur panopticon, because you were looking at everybody's logs. You were on everybody's stream. You were on my stream. I even had to private my VODs because of this guy. He was all over the place. What can you tell us about team named Finger and OnlySpams tonight?
Yeah, those are very electric teams. I think OnlySpams starting out the season, kind of a rough start, but TNF, stood on top the whole season. They finished first. I'm pretty sure they were literally undefeated. They're a pretty solid team. However, I think OnlySpams has improved tenfold
100%.
going into this playoffs.
100%.
So, looking at the seeds and looking at the matches, you would think, yeah, it's gonna be a wipe for TNF 5-0 easy. But OnlySpams, they brought it back. It's gonna be a good grand final. It's gonna be an electric match.
No, and I'm definitely in agreement. Like I've seen enough of all these teams in amateur where I really do appreciate the grind that that OnlySpams has been on. Like they've been the only team in playoffs after semifinals, after they got knocked out, who continue to scrim. And then once the events of amateur, which we'll get to in just a second, Pook will bring you in. Once the events of amateur happened, I think they were definitely in the best position to immediately go into their re-semifinal and fight hard and win. And so I've been really impressed with them. They have turned into a really, really impressive team, a lot of impressive players. But before we even talk more about the teams, we have to talk about what happened in amateur this season because, as I said in my intro, there's been more twists than a maze going on. So, Pook, why don't you give us the rundown of what happened just in general, because there's a lot. There's a lot, folks.
Well, I mean, as someone who is basically in ground zero of this entire Shakespearean tragedy that has occurred, I can confidently say it was insane. It was a story of betrayal more than anything. Two people by the name of Dakota and KRP. This whole time they were cheating the entire season. KRP started on insert cheesy bread, played a little more than half of the season, and then one day, phone messages me and says we got him. And I was wondering who did he get? He says he got KRP, and this was, it felt like we were getting LeBron. It felt like we were getting LeBron James on a team. This guy was crazy. Top fragging every game, top damaging every game. It looked like he was next up. We were celebrating. It was a beautiful thing. Little did we know we had been handed a bomb, a ticking time bomb that had already tainted ICB, but was now going to taint our team. But we were none the wiser for the moment. All while this was happening, we were very sure, almost from the beginning of the season, that the P Scout of Bun Squad, Dakota, was cheating for many different reasons. But it took until playoffs and POV demos to start going out for him to actually fully get found out and the evidence to be so overwhelming that he would get dunked on and dealt an RGL ban. And then this broke my heart. This KRP, he acted like he was a friend to us. He acted like he was going to be a part of the Marmot squad forever, but it wasn't meant to be. A couple days ago, at 10 a.m., I read a message from Foe. He's been advised to FF our game. KRP's been found to be wall hacking this entire time. This entire season, the great betrayer has been wall hacking. It's terrible.
Bro, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Jazz, I was making my frag video the other day, and I was going through all my clips, and the amount of clips of laughter, of friendship, of camaraderie between the Marmots and KRP, it was beautiful, but he was a snake. He was a snake, and so I've deleted all of them. I have to live with this great tragedy along with the rest of the Marmots and the rest of AM in general. I think everyone knew KRP at least a little bit. He was a nice guy, but he was living a lie, and he had to get dealt with, and he did.
Yeah.
And with that, KRP took out 2 teams since he played on ICB. That means that he played more than half a season. So all the matches he played got overturned. All the matches he played with us got overturned, simultaneously killing both teams. A 1-2 punch never before seen in RGL, leading to this insane shakeup in playoffs where we now, all of these teams who everyone thought would lose in the first 2 rounds against the top seeds are now in grand finals. It's beautiful. It's honestly peak. It's absolute cinema. And I think that wraps it up pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to add.
No, that was brilliant. Thank you for catching us all up. Just in case people didn't really catch the gist of it. Bun Squad, the Demo Knight team, Pocket Scout banned. Marmot, their soldier, banned, but because that soldier played on ICB, who was going to be in the finals against Marmot, both teams had previously made the finals before the no, sorry, Marmot had lost. It would have been Icy Insert Cheesy Bread versus Bun Squad, but now it's team named Finger, who lost to Insert Cheesy Bread last week, versus OnlySpams. So it's been an interesting season, for lack of a better term. I will say, I do feel bad for both Marmot and I mean, I feel bad for all the players, maybe except the people who were cheating, because I thought Insert Cheesy Bread had really improved, and to their credit, they did beat Team Name Finger like fair and square in playoffs. But the rules being what they are means that they got kicked out. And then I thought on your guys' end, on Marmot's end, you guys had really improved throughout the season, regardless of what KRP was doing. And like KRP is obviously going to have like an X factor because you just can see where people are in the middle of the game. But you guys had also really improved, and like I think there's a lot of intelligent players on your team. So for both of you guys, I'm very excited to see how everybody on this team's improve, and some of the players on Bun Squad, I think, but I think the Dakota stuff was a lot more egregious, and kind of harder to defend. But that's life, right? But we're not here to talk about these banned teams anymore. We just had to catch you guys up on the lore, right? We're here to talk about Team Name Finger and OnlySpams. And again, we're gonna look at these roster graphics because, hey, quick shout outs, tf2esports.com for sponsoring the stream, and personal shout out to Mitch Cliff, one of my number one guys, for letting me use his graphics, even though I haven't done anything for Capping TV in a hot minute. I will say I am starting to see teams join up in the server. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to bring in number one Rocker, who's been my partner in crime throughout this entire amateur playoff series. Rocker, you've seen enough of amateur TF2 over the last few nights. I think you probably have a good idea of like maybe these teams, but also the tendencies of AM teams. What are you expecting out of this match?
Well, it's the grand final, so the buck stops here, right? Everything is just to the nines. You have your opponent figured out. You have your map picks figured out, which kind of want to bring that up a little bit because these teams countered.
We haven't even talked about the maps. Yeah, let me get that up on the stream. Talk about these maps, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So we're not showing the bans, but Team Name Finger did ban Bagel. They banned products, so no goth whatsoever. However, OnlySpams took the ace up the sleeve of Team Name Finger, Granary, and banned that in their first ban. But for the first map pick, we've got Process, the classic. For the second one, we got Metalworks, the third classic. And then Sunshine to bring it out at the end because nobody wanted to play Snakewater. So, yeah, and it's been pretty much that, some sort of variation of those three maps pretty much the entire series for all the teams. So, nothing new there. But maybe with the time that they had from last night, because, yeah, this whole playoffs has been sort of condensed with the Shakespearean tragedy, as it were, unfolding. Probably not a whole lot of time to really figure things out, but I mean, that's what crash courses are for. So we'll see what they got. But I must say that OnlySpams is definitely the underdog coming into this, like we said, starting out technically in the 10th seed, but working their way up. You got to respect it, and that's the thing, is that both these teams are in these finals for a reason. Dubious reasons, but still other good reasons as well. I kind of don't want to put a prediction on this one yet because, like I said, these teams counterpicked each other. So, like I always say, there has to be a reason for it. So, remains to be seen.
Sorry, I'm just...
I'd like to point out something.
Yeah, man.
OnlySpams obviously the underdog. I think everyone can kind of see it from that perspective. But from an insider's perspective, someone who's played against this team quite a bit, this process pick is getting me a little worried for Team Name Finger. OnlySpams can park the bus like no other team I've played against in AM. Their process last hold is rock solid. It's gonna be that will be the deciding thing, is if Team Name Finger can get through their bus parking. And that goes for Sunshine as well. They're really good at this, and I think it's gonna be one of the biggest advantages for OnlySpams going into this.
That is true. I think both these teams are kind of known for parking the bus, though. No.
Yeah, well, let's say you can park the bus, but can you cap the point? You know, it's one thing to deny the team the ability to cap your point, but can you then go up the other side and capture it? And to Team Name Finger's credit, they've been the best team in the division all season at doing that. But to OnlySpam's credit too, I think I will say I think their scouts are pretty powerful. Davis is actually a really good soldier too, and at the very least against Ultraviolet last night, they were doing a great job at just getting really aggressive and capturing the point. So it will be interesting enough. Now, Foe, let's get you back in here. Thinking about both of these rosters on Team Name Finger and OnlySpams, who do you think would be the difference makers, like the breakout players? Who if this person has a good performance tonight, it's gonna lead
Is game over?
victory. Yeah, exactly.
I think, well, I mean, a lot of TF2 comes up to the demos, and I think these two demos are probably the most kind of notable ones of the day. I think Aurelia is pretty dang good, especially just because, Aurelia's on TNF, so they already get that recognition. But I think Electric, I was talking with the Poop about this the other night, and he asked me, who do you think the best demo is in the div? And I go, I think Electric is. I think Electric knows how to play demo fundamentally. I know his coach. His coach is one of the best soldiers, best up and coming demos that I've seen. But I think Electric will be doing really good. So I think if those guys do good, I think it's kind of end game, because I've seen Chauncey, and I love the dude. We also have the same mentors, but it kind of takes too much damage as P Scout. But even outside of that, they still win. So I think as long as he just shoots the soldiers, I think it's fine if he takes 500 DTM. But I think it will be all up to the demos to kind of hold it down. But I can see, I think on the opposite end, kind of if these guys do bad, the game's over. Freaky Medic, I have some information that kind of Freaky Medic likes to do their own kind of play style that might be contrary to what Chauncey does. So if that kind of counter calling.
Just
counter calling is that biggest thing where it's
our pocket scout.
Exactly. So I think if Freaky Medic keeps that up and kind of does those little Mickey situations where it's all right, I want to go in, but he's kind of backing up, I think that can cost him the game. And then on TNF side, I really haven't played them that much outside of Bagel. But all I want to say is I think this season of AM is just, both teams, whoever wins, right? That's Grands. But it is a Mickey season with so many top, 3 out of the 4 top seeds getting banned. It is so unfortunate.
Well, I'd say that would make it less Mickey, no? Because the rabble rousers are out of the way, right?
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the game's starting.
The game is indeed going live.
And so we will send it over to number one Rocker. But before we go, a quick shout out, TF2esports.com, your number one source for all things TF2. Right, Rocker, take us away.
Absolutely. I'm on the Aurelia cam rolling out to this first mid on process. First map of this grand final, Amateur Season 20. Already taking some early pressure from the soldier on that blueprint. This is going to be Davis doing a good job. Backing up that combo just a little bit. Both teams have yet to aggress across. Playing essential mid, pretty standard stuff. Overpaid Rice Farmer in the sewer going to be coming out, but both soldiers on red. Jumping up first to go down is Bonesy. Soldier down for Team Name Finger, and actually that's just going to put the brakes on everything. Team Name Finger just going to retreat completely, playing it safe. Retreating to second. One mid fight for OnlySpams. Coming out looking strong. Going to be taking that aggression through the choke. No breaks whatsoever. Chauncey in, checking the sewer just in case. Overpaid Rice. I'm going to take the aggression on Davis inside of IT. Now just waiting a little bit, trying to clear these stickies away, but Aurelia just keeps sending them over. More to do. But Cleo, in the meantime, almost taking out Scorch, but actually overpaid Rice Arm going to go down on the flank. So one soldier down for team named Finger already, and actually not looking like they want to take advantage of that one. Just a little bit of peeking from Electric.
Yeah, I'm very surprised they don't want to, down a soldier, you don't want to do anything off it, but it looks like they'll be sending a sack in, kind of just a kind of solo sack. Davis goes in, 2 rockets cement, the other soldier goes in, gets a force. Exactly kind of what you want, but you do lose 2. Chauncey is weak. And Chauncey ends up dying, so they will be playing dis on this. 3 people for a force. Is it worth it? I don't know.
I'd say no, and already we're kind of seeing maybe what lies ahead. Chauncey going down there taking a little bit too much damage, because I wanted to touch on that, because it can work if the rest of your team isn't really taking a whole lot of damage, but if your scout just will not let you take the beam off of them, it can definitely be a weak point to be exploited here. Overpaid Rice Farmer jumping in huge to the choke pass. Bonesy following up on the damage to take out Overpaid Rice Farmer once again. Electric bobbled up, but TNF going to back out to mid after not really getting a whole lot out of that. Chauncey looking like he wants to take the team through. And Soul going to lead the way here. Davis on the other side. Bonesy barely escaping through IT. OnlySpams taking back the midpoint, but Aurelia with some sneaky stickies takes out Davis. So down a soldier. And technically still advantage for Freaky Medic, but they're not going to pursue it much as Taylor comes up on her own Uber. But that's a 40-second Uber advantage lost, according to the stats there. Kind of big, but I mean, you got mid, you're in control. Nothing really happening. And like we said, parking the bus is no stranger to these two teams.
Yeah, I just think losing 3 on that sack is what would cost them the full ad push, but
they got back to where they were.
Nothing, yeah.
Absolutely, just a standard sort of process hold. If you're new to 5CP and 6v6 format, it can be a little bit stalemated, but here we go. Some action coming in through Sewer Chauncey, peeking out of the shutter. Electric going to be setting out some pipes as well. Creating space for Davis to come in on the top rope, jumping right on top of Taylor, staying on top of the point. I don't really like that, but not really causing him any trouble so far. Connor going to take down that soldier, sacking in. Down 1 yet again. Spams a little bit late on the rotate out, but not really a whole lot of pressure. TNF seems content to just sit on the second point. I think both teams are maybe waiting for the other to make the huge mistake to really capitalize before anything gets really going here, because they seem really tentative considering how out of the gate OnlySpams was in particular last night.
I will say, as someone who played with Davis for an entire season, he's a bit of a miracle man. Even on one-man sacks, he can get a lot of value. You saw he got the force earlier. I'm confident in him. I think he can get just what OnlySpams needs if he's given the right space.
Needs some more space once again. The sewer push coming out. Electric setting up. Oh, Chauncey in the face of TNF. Cleo sees them away. Oh my god, almost barely getting taken out by that sticky there, but will run into the loving arms of Freaky Medic. Healed back up once again, but yeah, I really want to see these DTMs at the end of it, not going to lie. But out of sewer once again. No, going back into sewer, in, out, in, out. I don't know what they're doing, but we might go to our first round reset. 2 minutes on the round timer. Bonesy going down to the stickies of Electric. That's what they needed. That's the impetus. There we go. Davis in on Taylor. Juking around, serving up. Very nice. Cleo takes the rocket for the medic, but that will cause the force out. Now caught in grass is OnlySpams. A bit of an awkward fight, but they could catch out Overpaid Rice Farmer with 2 down already. Make that 3 now.
Ooh.
For TNF. This is going to be some huge momentum swings for OnlySpams. Only down Davis, and that's the trade they'll take. Soul peeking in through 2 in the meantime. As the cap goes down, the rest of OnlySpams going to be working their way through 4 in lobby. Huge Chauncey, just a little bit ahead of the medic there. Tempting fate. Bonesy going to be coming in through 3, catching Crunch, but oh my god. Freaky Medic almost going out. But yeah, going to recollect with the team. They are firmly in lobby though, so looking really aggressive. Chauncey coming in through 5 with the help of Soul. Peeking in, looking for the gun if ever there was one. Cleo is indeed building one out of the left spawn. From their perspective, Electric trading stickies with Aurelia. Connor going to take down Davis in the meantime, so 1 down for OnlySpams. Taylor, very weak at 55 HP, however. Going to be getting Overpaid Rice Farm on the Insta. Actually, oh my god, Freaky Medic goes down in the meantime to Overpaid Rice Farm, so the overextension does pay off. Taylor firmly at 75% Uber. But I don't know if they're going to want to push out with that. They still have the sentry up, so yeah, they're content to turtle it up. 3 minutes 20 on the round timer. But Freaky Medic just now coming up.
Yeah, I think this, I think what we saw there was kind of what's going to be like a lot of the game, where it's just a game of mistakes, where, you know, they lose 1, they still stay in lobby, and they get round 5. But as they try pushing out, they dry out, Aurelia gets Soul, so they lose 1 for the sack. It's now 60 ad going into mid for the side of TNF.
And I don't really know if I agree with the decision to stack there, kind of losing some momentum. And here goes Davis off of Seagull, jumping down to top of Taylor. The force out in time.
Told you.
And the demo going to be jumping forward, but yeah, OnlySpams, they got the mission accomplished there. Nobody lost for them. 85 Uber for Freaky Medic. This is going to be a classic leapfrog. Davis actually in the back lines here. Don't know if he's spotted out. I think they are looking behind Cleo. No? No, nobody knows.
Well, I wonder if OnlySpams will be able to actually play with the guy behind, but...
Up against the wall, popped up, but cleared away by Cleo, keeping their medic alive for the time being, but that was really scary there. They're going to have to keep an eye for that one now. In off the top rope, Bonesy fading, deciding to think better of it, barely gets out. They will not bleed anyone. Davis the only one to fall, but once again, OnlySpams taking back this mid, and you know what they say, their first round is always the longest, and I think they're proving that one true here so far. Freaky Medic sitting on 100% Uber. Taylor just not coming up on 70, so they have the Uber advantage for the next 10 seconds or so, 12 seconds, but time slips away. Time keeps on slipping, as the Steve Miller band would say. Chauncey just now peeking in, and kind of like what I said last night, the time has passed now. Ubers are pretty much even, but actually, Taylor very far out. They could just take the space if they're giving it to him, but now Taylor deciding to come back in. Will they want to take the exchange? Very weak, very dangerous, sticky at the back of Taylor. They could dead it, but no. And actually, the ballsy re-aggression. Oh, Davis in, very weak. Trying to get something, that's a drop! The first drop on Taylor of the entire series, and that is huge. Just like you said, Davis coming in huge, popping off the free Uber, catching out Aurelia with the demo. Connor backing out with the rest of their team. It's a complete roll now for OnlySpams. All they need to do is just keep up the momentum. They got both scouts capping, actually. Overpaid Rice Farmers in the back line as Electric and Freaky Medic peeking through one, but they're a little bit disjointed now. Overpaid Rice Farmer drawing eyes, could get Chauncey and Scorch if they're not careful, but yeah, Overpaid Rice Farmer just proven to be a thorn in the sides of OnlySpams. Certainly they're going to have to deal with that one, but they're down a scout soldier, and that's going to leave plenty of room for TNF if they would like to go back out, but no, Chauncey, or actually no, Overpaid Rice Farmer finally does go down in the back, but it has caused OnlySpams to start to back up and give a little bit of space, technically with the Uber advantage, but I don't really know if Freaky Medic has it at this moment.
Pretty much what Foe said happened. I mean, they had a really strong momentum there for a moment, and then they lost 2 to a soldier behind, and it kind of... they're going to go in now. They use the Uber on last. Getting the gun.
And this is looking good.
Oh.
Not bad. Baiting the point, Chauncey. Soul clearing it off with some rockets, taking down Overpaid Rice Farmer. And yeah, the cap is down. Chauncey showing up huge, getting that cap. First point for OnlySpams. 1-0. Team name finger on the back foot.
And honestly, seeing a round win for, OnlySpams is actually really nice because, the whole season, from what I talked to Chauncey about, is, his last push is as kind of like a team, but I think mainly as a P-scale role is kind of like his lackluster, his little dark secret. He's kind of bad at it, but it's nice to see him like go out there, get a cap time, and win out the round. But hopping into another mid.
1-0 for OnlySpams, and Aurelia getting pressured once again early, down to 40 HP, begging for an arrow. Davis waiting to finish off the kill, but it will not happen. Finally getting some beam. Looking like this could be an OnlySpams mid, as Bonesy is the first to drop here, but absolutely swarmed is Electric on top of the points. That's a demo dead, so TNF suddenly looking a whole lot better. Their odds improving. Davis getting spammed out in the death corner. Chauncey taking the 1v1 against Cleo up top. Rice Farmer going to come to their rescue. Soul getting the direct on Connor on the low ground. Very nice rockets, and they're still just slugging it out here. Now the team really wanting to concede. They just want to go for blood now after that first round out of the way. But Chauncey could get cut down to size, and does. The rocket from Overpaid Rice Farmer as he falls down to the ground. OnlySpams thoroughly beaten. Actually, Soul getting a bit of salvage on Bonesy. So down a player. Actually, these spawn timers are really ridiculous. But either way, OnlySpams beaten back to their last, and Overpaid Rice Farmer trying to get some off-timing havoc going, but not happening. So technically down 2 and still waiting for Bonesy to come up. This could be an opportunity for Soul to get in, and he does, clearing the way. Davis clearing out IT, getting those scouts there. Taylor's dangerously close and drops again to Davis. So another drop Uber for TNF. OnlySpams will certainly take that one for free yet again. Deciding not to pop, just going to walk it through. Here comes Bonesy jumping up, and once again fading out. Takes out, trades out with Davis in the meantime, but only 2 left alive, and that's looking good for OnlySpams. Holy cow, getting the stack down as well, denying.
I mean, I really wanted to mention it beforehand. Davis is being the huge X factor in this game. 2 drops so far, multiple forces. He's generated so much value for OnlySpams right now.
It cannot be argued that is indeed what is happening, and what is also happening is a peek through 4, Chanchi baiting the point, finally getting the Uber popped off as Bonesy sails overhead, needs to get a flash, Electric does, as the first to go down is Connor to Scorch, and now the frag's cleaned up in 5, Taylor goes down, and it's just a crumbling overpaid rush over the last life, but will get beaten down by the Rockets and the Scout of OnlySpams 2-0, now with some real momentum, some steam behind him, looking good.
I mean, do you believe in fairy tales? Like, I know what I believe right now. I won't say it, but I think everyone knows what I'm thinking.
Just quickly, if you're in the chat, I need a audio mix levels good, yes or no. If needs to improve, let me know. Keep on going, guys. A great game so far.
Absolutely, I cannot disagree. I'm going to go on the Electric Cam this time and see what we got cooking. Some early spam taken from Aurelia, overpaid restaurant. I'm getting a cheeky pick over top, collecting the arrow finally. Electric going to walk across the point with his teams. Both soldiers on top at the same point, very prone to spam. Bonesy getting Soul off of that, and both soldiers for OnlySpams just waiting for arrows now. Overpaid Ricer going to take the initiative, and Davis still avoiding all the damage. Finally gets some heals. Going to meet Overpaid Ricer from Bonesy, the first to go down in this mid. Soul not far behind Davis actually now, so 2 dead for OnlySpams, both soldiers. This is not looking good. So once again, Electric goes down late as well, so even worse. It gets worse all the time if you're OnlySpams right now. Looking good so far, but TNF shows that they're not out of this one yet. They still have some punches to throw. Taylor just now coming up on the Uber, but they gotta hold on to that one. They don't want to drop 3 times in a row, if you ask me. Overpaid Ricer over huge in through 2. Going for the fast off timing, will not be able to escape, but that was some incredible pressure, showing that they are very much alive. And now the rest of Team Name Finger rolling into lobby. What do they see? They see a sentry gun going to be going up from Scorch, even Ubers, so they have to get something going. Davis going down to the 6. They could start to try this and maybe force out the Uber and back out of lobby. They're going to be rolling in through 5 to do just that. Getting the spam out. Sticky is dead. Aurelia on to Electric, backing him away. The heavy is out, and so is the sniper. I'm on the Chanchi cam. See what we can get going. Taylor peeks around the corner, just baiting that 3rd drop. Misses the shot onto Connor, will escape, so TNF back to the drawing board. Actually, Aurelia peeks it through 4 and pays the price. Demo dead, and that's an actionable pick right there if they want to do something about it. Already fast in through 5 is Davis, seeing Bonesy out of lobby, so successful last hold so far for OnlySpams. Peeking it through 1 now is Chanchi, going to get the cheeky pick, but Taylor is hidden successfully behind the Spire there, really coming off the spawn. No, actually we do have an off class. I was wondering why it looked like people were walking back. Cleo up on the upper hand sniper. SGS coming up maybe.
Yeah, I think that was really good. Yeah, that was really good, like aggression from TNF. I didn't think they had that in them, but they took the space and they kind of just were able to hold it down. And OnlySpams didn't really bomb him out, but Chanchi got the pick on Aurelia and was able to force him out. But as they play into the sniper, I wonder who they'll be kind of just playing for, if they'll try to peek the sniper 5 and sniper 1, because the sniper usually likes to play dispenser spot on this map, and sniper peeks 2 and gets freaky medic. No one was watching that or calling it. That's unfortunate, but now it's a flat Uber and they use it. Aurelia is down though in the super, so it could be very interesting. Scout took a long time to get the gun, but they get it, and it's just kind of a scout Uber, and it's kind of terrible. Soldier wrapping them in lobby, they're all in 2, and Davis with a triple flank from lobby gets 3 of them, and a failed full blood Uber into last, not what you want to see. He's taking a 1v off the scout and is able to get out, but
Bro's
this
15 minutes
guy
in,
is different.
He's 13 with 6 assists and 10 deaths, like incredible.
At a certain point, as medic, you got to respect this guy and kind of pop when you see him appear on your screen, so that will actually play into Davis's favor. But as Soul goes into mid, fades onto Ani, gets a soldier, they will be trading out, but Davis is in through the flank, fighting a scout, gets a scout pick. That's crazy for a flank, and they just take over mid with 40 ad to play with.
Yeah, Team Name Finger definitely not in the form that we expected in this grand final, and that kind of goes to prove that you really do need a demo in your last pushes. I mean, sometimes it's feasible with just the soldiers, but most times you just need that demo sticky spam, the pills. You just need all the damage output you can get, especially to focus on the gun. It's kind of awkward when the scouts have to use their scatter gun to take that out, but TNF absolutely fearing the 25% Uber advantage. Freaky Medic and company not even apt to take it. They're just playing it like it's even, I guess, pretty much. That's too close of an Uber advantage for them to take, I guess. I don't know. But after the close call and subsequent thrashing on last, finally pushing it out, this could be a coast-to-coast. I don't blame him for parking the bus on mid. It's kind of what they're known for, right? We keep going back to it, but yeah, that was an absolutely masterclass in how to completely decimate the last push. And roll back out to mid. Chauncey peeking out of the sewer with the medic. Electric peeking through the other one. Soul and Davis just waiting for their turn to go in, and there we go. Davis in first. Huge on Taylor, just not even landing a single rocket. Dead before he could even hit the ground, pretty much. Actually, craters. Electric. Oh no! Mechanics getting caught up in Chauncey as well. 2 dead in quick succession. That's the entire combo dead for OnlySpams. Freaky Medic just retreating, fleeing, scurrying back to their choke as CNF rolls in without a single player lost. So taking this point, changing hands once again. But they are on the back foot, technically down 0-2. 13 minutes until banny time. Let's see if they can get something going and have a more successful series this time. Pushing into second. Connor taking a looky-loo through here. Bonesy getting the spam up onto 2. Freaky Medic disconnected for the moment. Finally get someone back to them. And yeah, OnlySpams delays just enough so they can get things started here. Scorch actually just now coming up on the NG, so this might not be the best. It might be an infant level 1 sentry if they're not careful. TNF rolling in the lobby. Ooh, fat direct. Connor coming up the stairs from Davis in 5. Taking a peek through. Let's see how they get the sack set up here for TNF.
Yeah. So as they go in, Dukin goes in, tries to get something through 4, but is easily stopped. No real pressure from TNF to kind of help him out, but just a casual sack and, probably a sniper or something to come up with. But it's kind of interesting how, I feel like there's times when OnlySpams could take these like trades to kind of, force something out, and they just kind of esky out. It's the safer play, but I think it'd be fun to see something happen. But they are up 2 rounds. So going to banny time would actually benefit them, because then TNF would have to win 3 in a row. So we'll see what happens. But I think OnlySpams defense is probably one of their best. Their last defenses are probably some of their best to
definitely
hold down. Yeah, it's really annoying to push out with especially Scorch. And we actually have a comm, I think, Scorch timing or Scorch. Where this guy puts up a level 3 no matter what. It's the gun
always there.
But we'll see as OnlySpams tries to take 5, just create pressure out for their sniper. Cleo on sniper right now, trying to peek 5 right now. Through 4. Through 3. So I wonder.
This is where they're most comfortable. Like we played them a lot, and they always felt really confident on these last. Even even if they're down players, I don't feel like they'll crumble under. I don't think TNF will have enough to really convert it. Yeah.
But as it happened, Aurelia overpeaked. Chauncey got the trade. Sniper picked off Davis. Chauncey ends up overextending a little too much, gets traded out, and just trades back and forth with nothing to kind of come up it. But Chauncey on spy. I wonder if his spy checking or just actually taking it out. Okay, because Chauncey is no stranger to running spy out of last. I've seen it on Sunshine, so I wonder if he'll actually run it in these grands. But Sniper is peeking 1 alone, but not going to go for the hero shot or anything. They are very aware of the Sniper this time to not kind of get hero shotted. So
Well, just a bit of feeling each other out here. The snipers are up. It's a classic process stalemate. Still peeking through 1, trying to get something. Cleo desperately trying to get something going. Let's see, 75 seconds left on the timer until the round reset. Dispenser advantage for TNF finally, thank God. Gonna be taking this in through 5. The sniper comes out good, Chauncey, so the SVS pays off in the favor of TNF, but quickly returned by Soul. So down both snipers and Paywaz. This pause brought to you by TF2esports.com, your #1 stop for everything competitive TF2. Check them out. Pause. Guys, what do we think?
I'm gonna second that. Quick shout out TF2esports.com, your home, your #1 home for TF2 esports. Actually, shout outs them. They helped me out immensely with setting up some of these graphics, and their website is cool. They have stats from all the leagues. You can do head versus whatever, you know what I'm talking about, of teams from all over the world. Ever wonder how Witness Gaming AU would stack up against Froyo, besides the fact that they beat them at LAN? You can do that, TF2esports.com. And you can even do TF2 pick'ems for the upcoming ETF2L Nations Cup. That's right, the people who actually win the Nations Cup will get a full free year of Serve Me Premium. Hey, you're not going to get that on TeamFortress.tv or Fireside Cast. You're only going to get that on tf2esports.com. Go check them out. Shout outs to them for helping us out with this stream and for giving the community a great resource. Very underrated people over there. All right, go back to you guys.
All right. Well, that was wonderful. And yeah, and seriously, thanks for giving us the opportunity. tf2esports.com. But yeah, pause, guys. What do we speculate? What do we pontificate? What's going on here?
I mean,
Alright.
a pause on last usually only means one thing. You know, we as the viewers don't, you know, it's obvious, there's obviously a delay there, but usually it means something crazy has happened on this last, potentially a round. It's hard to say, but I don't think anybody disconnected, to say the least.
I think my prediction is gonna be, it's gonna be maybe a med gets forced. TNF tries to take the Uber, fails the Uber, and then they end up getting like pushed at a last, and then somehow a back gap happens, and then they maybe pause. But I can see Ubers trading both ways, and then somehow TNF winning this, even though it's probably evens. But you know,
Well,
it's kind of hard pressed in this moment to see kind of what's gonna happen. I mean, Aurelia's in 5 right now, probably gonna get the gun. Maybe a sack comes in. I do think the force is gonna happen though, and you know, maybe it is just TNF full ad pushing the last into pause.
Well, you certainly want to get something going if you're team name Finger, because I mean you're the favorites, you're the #1 seed, and you're down 2-0 on actually, yeah, your own map pick, the first map pick. So you know, it's not exactly good for the spirits and morale if you're in this position. But I mean, they have shown that they consistently push to last. It's just finishing that's the issue here, it seems.
Yeah, I think both teams are gonna have that issue during these whole grands, especially on Sunshine. Sunshine is gonna be a very fun one with pushing last, because I know, like I said, Chauncey does have an issue, kind of with converting last into wins, especially you know, when it's advantageous. But I feel like so far he's doing really good, and if he just kind of stays in that state of kind of putting pressure, he should be good. As long as he doesn't take too much damage, though, because I think a lot of these pressures, he is overextending and getting himself killed. Because, you know, thank God that Scorch is there, because I know Scorch plays a lot of, you know, RGL pugs and P Scout pugs in general, where he's actually not a bad P Scout. So thank God someone is able to take the beam and kind of carry the flame, as we'll say.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think is pretty underrated. If your scouts can pretty much be interchangeable, it sort of happens on Koth maps as the nature of Koth. But if that can happen in 5 CP, you know, all the better. I've had plenty of experience where, you know, I've had a flame scout. It's like, all right, take the super, and like, I don't know how. But I've also had a couple of experience where the flame scout absolutely knows what to do in that moment. But it's good to hear that they have that in their back pocket. Certainly something that could come to great use in a grand final.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, looking at this game state, there might not even be it might even be just an exchange scenario. Soul is very low in 1. Can't really do much. Down to Chauncey as well. Like, I feel like they could just get an easy dry off here. Even an exchange would be good for them, I think. I think Rice Farmer could probably convert the kill on Soul if he plays it right. A 2-player advantage. I mean, I'd exchange that.
Yeah, I don't think I've really seen a whole lot of like intentional exchanges, more of just a happenstance sort of exchange throughout this entire playoffs. But yeah, some teams definitely need to get rid of that fear and just go for the exchange. You know, it takes some getting used to. Obviously, you're not going to get it day one. That's why you practice it in scrims and, you know, learn how to live outside of the Uber while the rest of the team is glowing and trying to get each other to make other people unglowing so you can shoot them. But definitely underrepresented in this playoffs. But you know, it's amateur. But that's what next season is for.
I think even getting into last year, like they could have probably avoided that by taking the exchange. They could have had their players up and stuff instead of being on last. They could have been on second. But yeah, I think it's funny you mentioned, you know, it's amateur next season, but it's really sad because I don't think. Oh, well, actually, put a pause. It's back.
Yeah, we'll return to that thought in just a moment. Please hold on to that one. Bonesy, up in heaven, spamming down a freaky medic, getting found out by Soul, leaving 5 with very low health. Could get even overpaid. The pop in the lobby. Okay. Don't know really what's going on here. This is very awkward.
I think
Wait, what happened?
5 and got the force off.
Oh, okay,
yeah. But it seems like, you know, yeah, Freaky Medic got forced, and then TNF also got forced, and then always bet on nothing. Nothing ever happens, and now they are evens back on too.
Yeah, okay, I did a quick little cheeky retry, and there we go. The Ubers are working once again. Freaky Med technically on the advantage, nothing really workable, especially pushing out of the last. Cleo looking through 4, little looky-loo. Davis found out the drive through 5 as 10 seconds left on the round timer commences. We're gonna see what they can get some overtime going. Connor popped up on the point and finished off by the scattergun to Scorch. Overtime, overpaid right armor, very weak on the point, really as well. Scorch desperately jumping on top of it, the heavy. Bonesy, that's what they were waiting for, but the heavy might not be enough. No way! Oh my god, Freaky Medic with the Uber Saw clutches it out. Oh my god, I thought that was going to be an easy, you know, how do you do from the heavy and then just destroyed, but that was actually pretty close. OnlySpams holding on by the margins there. Still 0-2, but we have our first round reset of the series.
Hey, chat, clip that. Hey, one of these
God.
clips has to make it onto Tan TF2. One of these clips has to make it.
OnlySpams
Tell your parents
defying
above
all
that. Anything can
expectations.
happen.
Like we all assumed a round was gonna convert there, but no, it's a stalemate. This is really good for OnlySpams.
You definitely want to be in the lead on your opponent's map pick, and Davis huge into sewer fast. I don't even know what they called it. Oh, they did call it out. We got the soldier. Soldier v Soldier and Sewer as the rest of the mid-fight commences, but some great positioning being taken by OnlySpams in the interim. Overpaid Rice Armor, very weak. Craters instead. So 2 dead. Connor going down to the stickies of Electric in the meantime. Actually, no, gets both of them. So yeah, OnlySpams winning yet another mid. Bonesy desperately trying to run back to the medic Taylor, who is at 2. Chanchi and company rolling in. I'm on the Davis cam. Bit of a fade. Gonna collect an arrow. And ooh, some dangerous spam coming out, but actually not that bad. TNF push back to their last once again. 7 minutes 40 until banny time. Looking good, capturing up the second. Taylor just now coming up on that Uber, so maybe a bit of a pump the brakes moment for OnlySpam. Soul coming in through 1. Unspotted, there we go, and Taylor has to back in. Lands 2 rockets as Taylor goes into spawn. Does not get the drop this time, but will finally go down both soldiers for OnlySpams. That was a very scary attempt. And Taylor wiping the sweat off her brow with that one, because that was close. But OnlySpams still holding on to this point, just waiting tentatively to see if TNF will push out. And it seems like they're turtling it up. Indeed, Connor up on the sniper. Cleo still sitting firm on the engineer, so OnlySpams will have another attempt at this one to try to get the force out. 7 minutes now until banny time. And yeah, I'm kind of shook right now. I'm shaking in my booties at this, at what's unfolding here right now.
I do just want to point out that OnlySpam, I know it's 2 minutes ago because of how fast that all happened, but OnlySpams won that mid solely because Davis went in sewer and did nothing besides like peek doorways. Like that's how much that's how much respect they're showing this gentleman.
You draw eyes as
what
soldier.
I was gonna notice, or I was gonna point out, was that he literally did nothing in sewer other than just sit there, and then they had a soldier just kind of sit and check and just watch that. But he did his job. So
yeah, Banny sewer play, but on soldier. Aurelia coming back through 3, taking a little peek in the lobby. Bonesy on 1, spotted up by Josh. You got to take the aggression, just plus forwarding into him, and actually gets the kill. Bonesy just walks in and says, "Yeah, I'd win. No big deal." As overpaid right armor contests 2. Johnson getting another one on the counter. Just a one-man show here. Johnson finally getting beaten down by the stickies of Aurelia. Has something to say about that. As the spam comes in through 4, we have overpaid rice armor on the heels of Electric, and no, that's not great. Somehow getting out through 2. What Houdini kind of shit is this? Oh my god, Taylor goes down. Another drop for team name Finger. It is just a catastrophe. And free reign for OnlySpams to do whatever they want. Coming out to spam, out the spawn, boating up in the skybox. Oh man, it's 3-0. OnlySpams up with 5.5 minutes to go. What can team name Finger do?
at what point do you just start popping Ubers to not drop?
Psycho. This guy's a psycho, and it just won them around. That's crazy. Gets 2 off of just running it straight through 1. Well done, Chanchi.
Sometimes you just got a big dick it as a scout, I guess. That's just what you need. Saw the soldier just alone in 1. Just, all right, opportunity. Here we go. And Aurelia getting some early pressure. Davis back in IT. Will let Aurelia live, but oh my god, all of TNF on the red crate just taking the spam. It's not looking great, but OnlySpams in the death corner. TNF could convert if they're fast, but overpaid rice armor off the top rope, really getting the kill into Chanchi. Connor cleaning up Davis, and there we go, getting some frags onto OnlySpams. But we've seen TNF win mids before, but will they be able to convert? Time is dwindling away. They got to get something to go, and the longer that they wait, the harder it gets for them. They have to be absolutely perfect. The longer this goes on, they finally peek through overpaid rice armor, fading into Al Qaeda on the Connor cam. OnlySpams giving it up, but both medics at full Uber. And it remains to be seen if Taylor will drop yet again and just leave her team just completely floundering. But, you know, we can hope, we can dream. But, I mean, OnlySpams looking very intimidating on these lasts. It's just coast to coast. It's no problem for these cats. Electric in lobby. Spots Aurelia does not get caught out. Very good. But the rest of TNF is indeed taking lobby presence. Gun just now going up from Scorch and Chanshi back up on the sniper. It's looking like deja vu all over again on this last point. As we sort of settle in, shot rings out. Chanshi's trying to get the shot onto the soldier in 5. Will not land. But the threat is out there. You don't want to mess with the left-handed view model sniper. Is indeed a threat all the same. Yeah, dispenser going up. Dispenser advantage for OnlySpams. We're going to see how TNF reacts to that one. Peeking in through 5. Davis holding it down. And yeah, looking like a turtle. Just waiting. Aurelia getting bopped back. Surfs out the damage. Very nicely done to avoid any further calamity. Chanshi with the demo. Peeking 3. Going to see what they can do. Overpaid Rice Armor peeking in for free while the rest of the backs are turned. Just showing that the one door does still exist. Bonesy going in huge with the rest of OnlySpams in his face. Gets absolutely levitated by the sentry, but Electric does go down. So Overpaid Rice Armor trading out a demo for a soldier, and I'd take that if I were TNF, but will they do more with it?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Is if anything will happen, but on these last, you know, as I said, you know, always bet on nothing. But Chanshi up on heavy to kind of take space.
He's walking into lobby.
Job, but yeah, he's just kind of like taking space. They're kind of respecting him. Again, no off classes on the side of TNF, so they don't really have a sniper or anything to kind of counteract this at the moment. But looks like he'll be swapping off to kind of do something. Off class
spy check.
Come on, walk out of spawn with it. Come on. You already showed you're not afraid.
Officials, but
yeah. Oh well.
Super unfortunate.
Taylor in 5. Oh, the scout. Get down, Mrs. President. Oh my lord, the shot's just missing. 2 more frags from OnlySpams, however. So down a scout soldier, and definitely something can work with OnlySpams if they are quick. The heavy is away. That's right. So yeah, it looks like we are going to have an off timing from Davis coming in through upper IT. Taylor juking and jiving in on top of the head, but cleared away before any more danger. Actually, the force comes out all the same. The fear, the respect does not want to drop anymore. Taylor popping that off way in grass, and TNF looking like they're clamoring to get something going with it, but the moment has passed, and they're just going to get collapsed on if they're not careful. Trying to force something out here. Walking in through 5, trying to try taking out the gun, but Uber's still in the hands of Freaky Medic. The spawn's not far behind here. Taylor going down, so Uber popped off. It's a free Uber. The crits out from Scorch, taking out Overpaid Rice Farmer, so OnlySpam saying once again, this is our last point, and Bonesy killing himself on the point, and Cleo not far behind, and another unforced wipe. I mean, they got the force up, but it was basically a free Uber with Taylor going down. So about a 10-ish, actually, Uber ad, not exactly efficient building from Freaky Medic, but OnlySpams are going to take the positioning and space that they were so graciously gifted by TNF backing out of that one. So 45 seconds on the round timer. They will reset that, but a minute 10 until continuous overtime, and it will be an uphill struggle for a team named Finger as they will have to get 4 in a row. OnlySpams will only have to get 1 more if it comes to that. Well, actually, I guess it will kind of have to, unless OnlySpams can get the 54-second roll coast to coast. But it looks like a stalemate on mid. Cleo is up on the off-class sniper. You're going to see if they can get a miracle. Still waiting diligently in spawn, just staring at that shutter, waiting for the call that they walk through choke, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. And actually, they're going to be behind in the other forward spawn if they do decide to switch back. But not exactly something you could really know, unless you're wall hacking like certain people. But anyway, OnlySpam sitting firm on their second, 25 seconds, and TNF just resigned to their fate to play just the perfect first map after going down 3-0 on their map pick. The pressure from Scorch onto IT, actually just checking it out, as now finally working in the sewer. They commit to the sniper, shot rings out, the cat is out of the bag, and yeah, Freaky Medic firmly planted behind the spire. Electric trying to jump out, just receiving spam after spam after spam, finally gets the arrow, but that was kind of risky if Freaky Medic came out just a little bit more. Still trying to work this sewer pick. Connor seeing Chanshi up close, a little bit too close. Gets down to about 60%. Now throws back to the medic. Shot rings out, headshot, I think. Soul got really weak for all of a sudden. And needs an arrow, needs an arrow. Stick is coming over, could be bad. Okay, OnlySpams need to hold on here because this could be a huge momentum swing. Continuous overtime is in effect, but anything goes. Soldiers trading out. Bones are going to retreat, and committed into Al-Qaeda is the combo of TNF, and Scorch is caught out. Spams taking out Cleo, but not really a whole lot lost. I mean, they're down Scorch and Davis, pretty big impact players, but Al Qaeda getting crunched on, and now Soul going to take the initiative off the top rope, takes down Aurelia, and now a bit of a crumble, and Taylor in a very weak position, and Freaky Medic now getting the screws put to him as the force is popped out, and this is going to be an exchange and choke, and just staring down OnlySpams is Connor. Electric on top of the Spire, and the rest of OnlySpams could collapse if they're not careful, but overpaid Rice Rummer just actually allowed himself to be gobbled up by OnlySpams, and now it's Davis in the choke and taking down Taylor, and that I see the vision going for the exchange, but it was kind of unnecessary. You really just want to back out if they're not going to chase you that far through the choke and go with your own, but man, once again, we see OnlySpams taking that mid as the Soul Cleo 1v1 goes down, both gonna retreat, but we do have a Cleo behind, so that is something to contend with. Taylor just now coming off the spawn, 60% Uber minimum advantage for Freaky Medic. Bonesy getting caught out of the pipe. Scorch gonna finish off that one, and Aurelia going down, so a demo dead and a huge spawn timer, 15 seconds for both Aurelia and Bonesy, capping it out, and we don't really need to stack it here. OnlySpams, come on, get in there, work that Uber advantage, take the dry, and then have Uber by the time you walk onto point. Come on, let me see it.
But as they kind of get in through one, they will be, Cleo will be from the flank, just gets 2-shot down. They will use the Uber, walking into the combo. Chonchi can get something, he is able to get the demo, and just a complete wipe. But 2 soldiers down on the side of red, kind of not what you want to see in a post. But they do get the demo, and that should be a round.
It's
and that
map 1 for OnlySpams. It's beautiful. I'm not biased, though.
Well, this is why I didn't want to get into predictions, because I kind of had a feeling something like this would happen, and there you go. Teeing up in a spot of bother here, a little bit hotter on the collar, going down 4-0 on their map pick. Process is in the books. Let's check these logs, eh?
It's a little scary losing your map pick, and, you know, it doesn't bode well for the side of TNF. You know, I think, honestly, we've played OnlySpams a good amount, and I think we've given them a good run for their money, especially with a certain third factor, but they've been doing pretty well. I think we go evens with them, so I think if with that third factor they go evens, I think they will do just fine against this team. But the way that they do lose rounds, though, is if Chonchi does do some stupid stuff. But I think, looking at this, I think he's been doing pretty fine. So
holy fucking,
I have no doubt in my mind they should be winning this. But
good lord,
94 DTM, untouchable.
Bro,
wow.
2 deaths.
Bro did 172 deep damage per minute, and then fucking died twice. 19 kills. Yeah. What the fuck?
I think the very clear MVPs of this round are Davis and Scorch.
That is my GOAT flank scout. 2 deaths? Are you shitting me? You would be so lucky to have a flank scout that does that, and to put out the, you know, pretty reasonable damage, you know, all things considered, especially for avoiding dying. But I really want to see that 205 for Chonchi. But when, or no, sorry, that's DTM. 233. But yeah, when your flank scout's only taking 93, who gives a fuck? There we go. That's how you free up the beam for Chonchi right there. That's some
top
amazing
kills
stuff.
And top assists as well. I mean, it's a it's a beautiful performance. Well, I couldn't really think of more I would want in a piece or in a F-Scout performance.
You'd think it was a P Scout with the way that goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that as you were saying that the whole time. I'm making an AC report tickets for Scorch. Hopefully we'll come in before the grand's finished, soon. But you know, no, but that's perfect. I think, you know, Scorch is usually the lowest DTM taker in every log that I played against him. And sometimes, you know, it's good because, you know, it shows he's not taking damage. But, you know, this map, he did good with the 92 DTM. He output 172. So yeah, he was doing something great with no damage. Because usually what happens is you take like this low DTM, but, you know, you're not doing anything. You're like potential man. But, you know, Scorch was a beast this game.
Yeah, taking less damage than even Taylor, and, you know, God bless her, 3 drops, not what you want to have in a grand final. It's definitely got to be shaking the nerves a little bit here. But, yeah, that all in the books. We are on Metalworks, and we are live, actually. No? Yes? No? No.
No.
No? No, okay. I got really worried there.
Being a mid-fight and
Okay.
DM, I think.
Okay, after last night, you can't be too sure. I'm on pins and needles about that kind of stuff. But yeah, on to the second map, and this is OnlySpams map pick, by the way. Those stats brought to you by TF2esports.com, your number one stop shop for everything competitive TF2. That's Highlander and Sixes, by the way. Give them a shout, give them a look-see. But yeah, I wonder.
Hold on, Rocker. Yeah, again, quick shout out TF2esports.com. I can't speak highly enough of Mitch Cliff. He's doing. Hey, TF2 has been crying out for something like TF2esports.com forever. And if you go on right now, you go to the Pick'em section. There is a little drop down. You go to the Pick'em section and you do the ETF2L Pick'ems for their upcoming 11th annual Nations Cup, huge event coming up. You are the best of all the people doing the pick'ems. You could win a full year of Serve Me Premium. That's tf2esports.com. Make sure you go. Make sure you show them some love because it's really cool. Like, it's really cool.
Deserves it.
And yeah. So, but hey, we're on Metalworks now, guys. Hey, what a match, by the way, guys. Huge performance by Davis. Huge performance by Scorch. I tried to get as much as I could of them, and then at one point I'm like, I'm not even getting enough of Davis. This guy has pure aura.
I mean, listen, I played with him a full season.
Beast.
I'm not biased at all. I have no pre-existing views on him. He might be the fucking GOAT. I'm just going to say it. I mean, did he have 3 drops that game? Like, it's
something like that. At least
like,
2 of them.
It's just like... how can you not win when he's doing that? You know, it's beautiful. If he can keep that into this Metalworks game, dare I say, it might be an only spam sweep.
Yeah, and talk about March Madness upsets. I think everybody would be literally upset, or at least a few people would be upset. You know that if that were to happen. But yeah, I kind of came into this as like the foil, like the TNF guy. Yeah, of course the Topsy is going to win this one, but thank God I didn't commit to that bit because that would have looked stupid. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed because if I can get some inside baseball here, we were kind of looking at the logs of the pregame scrims and look a little bit dicey for OnlySpams. You know, if you know, you know. But shows why scrims are scrims, and maybe you stress testing those, and then you bring out the big guns for the big match. I don't know, man, but yeah, thoroughly impressed so far with OnlySpams, clawing the way from 10th to 4th, and with everything that happened, just wow. Can't ask for a better performance so far from them, but once again, TNF, they got to prove why they were here, why they were there with the top seed, you know? Show these young guns who's the boss. So we're going to see how they do on the enemy's map pick, and then if you know me, third map rocker over here, we take it to a third map, it will be Sunshine, and that will definitely be the X factor, because nobody wants to play Snakewater. Screw that map.
Yeah, I would actually be surprised if this ends up going to a third map. I'm not going to lie, especially with there's a certain mid that OnlySpams does have, and I wonder if they will take it out of their back pocket and use it. It is a funny mid, and I think it'll be Cinema, but that will be for the game. But I think, you know, with how my team played this map, I think if Davis is able to communicate at least one thing, it's going to be sacking on last. And if he's able to do those 2-man bombs for last, I think this should be a sweep. I think this would be a map 2-0. But that's my prediction.
I'd also like to point out, I mean, you know, Process last is a strong last to hold, right? Metalworks last is a nightmare to push. If Team Name Finger couldn't convert in Process last, I feel like they're gonna have a much more difficult time trying to break OnlySpams rock solid hold on their last.
Well, that brings me to a question I wanted to throw to you guys as something to talk about. If you are Team Named Finger, what do you have to do on this map to like get control of it early and not have a repeat performance of what we saw in Process?
Respect the soldiers.
Yeah, I would say
I think it's going to boil down to that.
The biggest advantage for OnlySpams was the soldiers. I mean, Davis getting 3 drops, multiple forces, and scenarios where, like, I would be that guy. They could have maybe avoided that. If they can pull that back a little bit and keep those Ubers and the rights and like not like lose seconds off of one soldier, like I think it'll be much more even than last time. But I mean, Davis has got a hot hand. I wouldn't be. I don't think it's very smart to start down him now.
Yeah, I think this mid and this whole map is gonna be dominated by soldiers. It's this mid's kind of like the I feel like a default. It's like a good like double bomb that like most kind of it's an easy mid to do. And I think with the soldiers that you have on the side of only spams, it's probably the right thing to do. Even on
Also,
last, it's all soldiers. It's all soldiers. Everywhere I look.
OnlySpams has well, I won't spoil anything, but they got some unique mids up their sleeve that, unless Team Finger did their homework and studied, could catch them off guard, could win some free mids if they do it right. But we'll just have to see if they're bold enough to go for their kind of zany strategies.
That's exactly what I was talking about. I think we both know the mid that you're talking about, and it's honestly not. It's kind of easy to counter, but if it's the first time you've seen it,
If you know it's
you'll probably
coming,
not
but
counter it.
it can really catch you off guard if you're not careful. But again, you'll just have to see if they pull it out. No
I hope they do.
spoilers.
I hope they do. But yeah, I mean,
How about what would you guys, if you're on both teams, what would you be talking about in this little interval between map 1 and map 2? Like, because I would, we've all been in these situations where like you think you're the hot shit and then you're gonna come in and like kick some serious ass, and then like you lose the map that you thought you were gonna win. And it's just like, oh shit, maybe we are actually kind of bad. But then, like, you kind of there's a rally around the flag effect for your own team, and then you manage to pull out map 2 and then take it to a map 3. How would you guys approach your halftime, quote unquote, halftime team talk?
Honestly, I think the classic thing of saying, don't get too confident, boys. The job's not done. That's I feel like every team says that when they win their first map, and I think I don't see why OnlySpams would have a problem, staying locked in.
I'd be giving Davis back massages and back rubs, kind of like rubbing his toes a little bit. I'd be
maybe like
him out.
researching some like technology to clone him, so you can have two of him. I feel like that would be a really big advantage for OnlySpams.
But I think there'd be just jokes in the chat for OnlySpams. I think they're riding the high, and I think for TNF it's kind of a little gloomy. But I think it is kind of what you said, a rally around the flag, where it's just guys, we got to lock in. Like this is it. All right, if we lose, it's over. And
because if you have an unbeaten season, right, which they did technically, then like
and you start getting beaten.
Well,
what do you do?
You're unbeaten for a reason, right? So you've got the ability to pull out games and like make it interesting. So I know we're all probably really big on OnlySpams at the moment because they had a big game, kind of against.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm unbiased.
But like I wouldn't count TNF out, but I do think that OnlySpams probably gave them. I mean, they definitely gave them a lot more questions to think about in that first map, and probably showed some weaknesses that TNF weren't expecting to get exploited. So I think.
Yeah.
Going into it, what did I say before the match started? I think I said like it would be TNF in 2, and OnlySpams has just taken the first match.
You said that? Like, oh my!
I said in the interest of full transparency on Is Just Jazz Real here on Twitch.tv.
Oh my!
I'm always honest with the viewers. Like last night when I was having audio issues and I couldn't figure it out, and then it was literally just like if I went to my Windows sound mixer, I just had to turn OBS up. Despite OBS not making any sound. I don't know how that works, but whatever, we've got it to work. And I'm glad the audio has been working for you guys. By the way, this cast sponsored by TF2esports.com. Just saying. But I actually don't know what I was saying. I started rambling. Take it away, Bo and Robert and Pook.
Actually, I would like to say something. Obviously, Fo and I, everyone knows we have a horse in this race. Our golden boy Davis is here. We want him to, have. We want Davis' legacy is what it basically is, right? But even cutting that out, even cutting out our pre-existing bias, OnlySpams is looking very strong. They're beating Team Finger very confidently in many situations, even through the mistakes that Team Finger is punishing. OnlySpams is coming back twice as hard. I mean, 4-0 on their first. Okay, well, you made it weird.
But no, you're right though. It's one of those things where it sounds like we're kind of glazing, but if you look at the stats and the match we just saw, the score line 0-4 on your map pick, it don't look good no matter how you spin it. There's no way you can really make that look good if you're TNF. You know, we were just letting them get the first map 4-0 in a slow roll. You know, like what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, anything can happen. Team Name Finger, they might have. Oh
man, I was about to send it to a live update courtesy of TF2esports.com of the third place match, which Ringers in Paris has the map lead 1-0 in that third place match, but that doesn't matter because we're watching the grand final only here on twitch.tv/isjustazreal #1 rocker. Take it away for us, big dog.
Thank you very much, my man. I'm on the electric cam, as it were, in some early spam from Aurelia, just absolutely cluttering up this only spam side, a victim of the spam, as it were. Davis also getting caught out. Bonesy hot on the heels, will not be able to finish the kill, but they certainly pushed the rest of only spams off by taking out Chanchi and Soul, arguably the soul of the team at this moment. Will actually score. You know what? The entire only spams team is Soul, but pulling through alley. Connor taking a little looky-loo with Aurelia. Only Spam's not really going to get this one up. Well, maybe they are going to give him free, but here we go. Davis off the top rope, jumping on top of Taylor. These two have met before, and it is not great. Davis once again coming up clutch, getting the med pick, but they will capture second. Team Name Finger, and we have seen some no-med last fights, some no-med sacks going in. Bonesy tries his best, but popped up in the corner. Chanchi going to see that one finished off. Overpaid Rice Farmer, it looked like it was going to go in after, but no, and Chanchi just extremely off the leash here. Chased down by Cleo, not made to pay for that one. Now linked back up with Freaky Medic.
I'm just gonna say quickly, like when they were pushing through Valley, both Connor and the soldier who came out of house saw Davis in the corner and opted not to focus him. They just like, okay, well, he'll deal with him. No, it's Davis. You can't let him get any. You give him space, so he'll take a mile.
Like we just said, we need to respect the soldiers, and it was not happening. But Bonesy earning some respect, getting the force out of Freaky Medic in lobby. Taylor safely back on second with the rest of her team, building up that Uber. It's going to be about a 70 advantage for them, and Scorch is actually up on Engineer.
And this is the Scorch timing. This is the Scorch timing that we were talking about. You know, he's just kind of oh, he swapped off. Never mind.
Yeah.
But you know, he does get that level 3 up pretty damn fast. But
it looks like
pressuring in a mid on 60 disc. Very interesting. This is what I'm talking about on OnlySpams, where they kind of make these weird decisions where it's just like instead of like sitting and waiting, they want to do something, and that's not always the right play. But Chanchi dies for it. 40 disc. They just take 2 for free, not really able to sag with Chanchi down, and they will probably just be a last hold. So yeah, I think on the first mid, like I think they were trying to do like some very special mid with both soldiers on red crate and the scouts going, but I think Electric dying off Rip is what kind of ruined it. And but they will be taking the super straight into only spams, going into main, but the repop will come out. Soldier on the left, being able to jump out, and always bet on nothing. An exchange happened and nothing ever happened. So, you know, it's just a build. It's just a fight to build first, and you know, just hold last.
It's pretty awkward if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like no, nothing, not even a gun dead. Just hey, how you doing? Okay, see ya. You know, and we'll go back over. Always bet on nothing. I'm gonna have to learn that one. But we are building her out there. Gun is up, being built as well. Only a level 2. I guess we're going for the meta there. We're following Uncle Dane's advice. No, we're still smacking it. Oh no, we're actually just building this. We are leaving it at level 2. Okay, I see the vision. Shutter is trapped up, so if TNF decides to peek out there, it'll be a nasty surprise. Dispenser armor for Freaky Medic. Chanchi probably checking the off classes here, not committing. Yeah, up on Sniper though. Coming in through main left. Bonesy, first to go. Overpaid Rice Farmers not far behind. Landing on top of the dispenser and the medic. The armor is not enough. The force comes out, and not great. TNF just sitting on second and laughing about how easily they got that one out.
Got the gun, shot 0 bullets. I think maybe improve their gun, maybe give the gun a little better aimbot or something, because that level 3 did absolutely nothing for them, which is unfortunate, but I guess that's the point of that high bomb.
I think it's just an issue of honestly the gun spot. There's a secret Zhao gun spot tech where you put it actually in front of the point, so it kind of looks at main more, instead of this kind of like right gun spot where it will shoot the soldiers a little too late.
I see it. Yeah.
Oh, and I would like to draw attention to the Davis's backpack right now. He's deployed the base jumper. He's flying over the Uber. He's distracting them. Oh my god, it's getting the value.
I don't even know what I'm seeing right now.
Oh my. Oh, it's. I can't tell what's happening.
It's the
Oh, okay. It's good for OnlySpams though. They have the heavy on point. They're gonna force him out.
oh,
Base
really?
jumper making a difference. Might not have
you said
expected that one.
you said backpack, and I thought conch surely, and then just base jumper out of nowhere. Like, what the hell is going on? Pulling out every trick out of the book, I guess. Even the base jumper making its first appearance in TF26s, I think, ever. I've never seen it. Shit.
Yeah,
I think he's borrowing it from
swears by
Europe.
it because
yeah.
of DWW. Honestly, he saw him run it on that LAN recently, and he decided to copy it. And he says it's been going good for him. Yeah, he's running in our scrims and he's running officials as well, and he swears by it. So
Okay, copying the Eurotech.
yeah. But
It seems to be working. I mean, he was flying in the air, and 3 Ubered players were looking at him. Like, that's exactly what you want. He doesn't even have to touch the ground, and they're looking at him. It's just beautiful.
But I think the issue with that last push was just the gun took too long, and they just, nothing kind of converted from it.
Well, there you go.
They were able to repop, but the 2-man comes out, high bomb gets nothing.
Yeah, it's
the other high
nothing.
bomb, the gun actually starts being sentient. This sack, so, and no counter sack from OnlySpams, so just in the last waiting to reset. As Metalworks does.
I
That's
mean,
a beauty.
just G6 it. I wouldn't really blame him.
Yeah. But they are looking to take the exchange. Chauncey getting aggro in lobby, not getting caught. Lucky for him. They pop the Uber super early. They do get the gun. Soul's able to get out as they come in through right, trapping off the medic, and then they get the repop in. Davis flying as he goes through, and they just clean up everyone. And the heavy on last for the post exchange. But honestly, they could take this out. They full team wipe them, and it looks like they do want to take it, so they will be taking this.
Ooh, I like the confidence.
About 20 ad, able to probably convert this hopefully into a mid push. But yeah, heavy in post. The second time we've seen that from TNF. The second time it has not worked.
David's still on base jumper, by the way.
He's gonna fly through that inch and immediately get the fade off. Yeah, I wonder how long he'll roll with this, but I wonder if he'll do a high bomb off alley and then base jumper through. It'll be pretty funny to see how the sack or drive will work. But
I mean, Davis seems to be making history with this new technology. Full-time base jumper. If you never die, might as well just keep rocking it. He's raining rockets out on Aurelia. So direct rocket might be able to get a demo pick.
No.
It's great for OnlySpams so far. 3 picks. The base jumper is it's jumping them to the next round. It's beautiful.
And they want
Davis
to take
up.
this 30 ad actually through Shutter. Kind of crazy, a little
Why
psycho.
not?
But
Right to point. Just use on your scout when they come around. Don't even need to use. Don't even need to use. Just says goodbye to Connor. Thanks for playing. Price is Right is not your game, pal. And yeah, OnlySpams up 1-0 on their map pick this time. So, Davis, I'm gonna buy some gift wrap. Will you please sign my base jumper?
Yeah, he might need to get a couple because I might have to get one as well. Starting a trend here.
But,
yeah, and here's another trend for you. Here's a trend for you. Well, not trends out to you, but TF2esports.com. Your number one stop for everything competitive. TF2, 6s, Highlander, you name it. They got pick'ems for the upcoming Nations Cup land, so check that out. You got a free year of premium, Serve Me Premium, if you guess right. In the meantime, we've got another mid-fight for you here. TNF looking like they're putting out the damage early onto OnlySpams, having to back out. Yeah, very weak health. Soul, the first to go down to the pipes from Aurelia. And TNF looking like they're in control once again, but where have we seen this one before? Gonna see if they can continue the pressure through alley. Overpaid Rice Farmer making his way into house to hold that down. Bonesy spotting things out. In Shutter is Freaky Medic. Uber's just not coming up. Bonesy off the wall. Chauncey going down, so that's no. Oh my god, Bonesy getting Freaky Medic and Electric in the Shutter, but Davis answers back with 2 more of his own. And so now it's a scout soldier for OnlySpams, the only ones left alive. But hey, Taylor's alive with that Uber. Will they try the ego push with only 2 alive? Scourge comes up on that heavy to just get that health pull up. And no, TNF decides to just wait for the players. Honestly, safe call, logical call. If they would have gone with 3, I would have mocked them mercilessly if it failed.
I think These mids are just looking so dominant for TNF, and I didn't see Electric that last mid, so I wonder if he messed up his rollout. So it's kind of interesting how they're losing on the mids, but it looks like they will be taking a left Uber, getting stuffed super early, and Chonchi on Pyro able to stuff the Uber,
completely stuffed,
trading out, and Davis from Randy Orton on the top ropes.
They get the deny.
Able to just shoot down and rain rockets on the combo. And
no,
nice.
It falls apart.
Fortunately, not enough.
With red health all around for TNF, they get their first point on the board of this entire series, tied up 1-1. So they're not out of it. It's a competitive match. It's the enemy's map pick. It's their turn to show them how it's done. But yeah, 20 minutes to go. Just 10 minutes gone after that. 2 points, 1 point per 10 minutes. I don't know how to do math. 5 minutes? I don't know. I was trying to go for something and it failed. Let's look at... Where are you at? Where are you at? Electric. 15 HP. That's a spicy, dicey kind of rollout. Gonna see if he gets the instant arrow. Overpaid Redstreamer already getting the spam out and has to back out with 44 HP. Demo is effectively out of the fight. TNF taking the free space. Soul getting spammed out on the blue crate. Bonesy off the top rope to further complete the push out. Soul getting levitated by the scattergun of Connor. Very weak health himself. And Davis now jumping around, causing some havoc, drawing eyes as he is wont to do. Chonchi on the blue crate, very weak. Electric the first to go down from the Rockets of Overpaid Rice Farmer, surviving the fall damage. Soul going to get gobbled up by the scouts in alley. Connor going to get both of them, actually. And now it's just Davis last alive for OnlySpams, to really only one on the point, as the rest are all the way back to last. Building up that Uber. They just completely left the server pretty much. They're just on last saying, nah, we want no part of second at all. And just as well because TNF is rolling through, rumbling and bumbling. Souls is just now coming out the spawn for OnlySpams.
Yeah, and I think, how I was saying is if, these demos do good and it's kind of good, I think Electric is kind of feeling that right now where he's not, I'm looking at his POVs and he's not doing as much as he can be doing because he's just getting focused by their soldiers. When he should be getting out on Lunchbox, he's not able to because of that soldier spam, and even on the rotate, he's just getting spammed out. So I think him doing bad is kind of the consequence of this game kind of not going in the OnlySpams' favor, But as a sniper will peek Shutter, able to get a headshot off Chonchi. They're just kind of infinite space theory, just able to peek wherever they want, and no kind of pressure. But as they peek Shutter again, not able to convert anything, so the sniper will be rotating to left to try to get this demo pick, I think, on bridge. But yeah, welcome to Metal Last.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, pull up your covers, get a hot cup of cocoa, put on your sleeping cap. Maybe some rainfall, like raindrops on a tin.
Bro, you should have had that. You should have had that already on when you tuned into his Just Jazz Reel on Twitch.tv on this glorious Wednesday night for this riveting RGL Season 20 Amateur Grand Final, exclusively on Twitch.tv/JustJazzReel, sponsored by TF2esports.com. If you haven't done that already, you're kind of throwing.
And as we will see, a
two-man, but one lives still.
1.5 man, the other guy kind of baited it, I think, with not even a sniper pressure, just kind of sending it. But I think this last, as I was told, is a very good last to kind of just send it, Some lasts are really good at, kind of just cooking it, where you, I guess on process, you kind of you can drive 5 and kind of gain space here, but I think on this last, it's just better to just send 3, 2, keep sending it until it works.
Yeah,
and, it worked the first time, but I don't know why they came up sniper. Try something different. But again, the sniper will try to peek Shutter and get nothing.
Oh no, Davis waiting. Oh, actually no. Overpaid Rice Farmer comes out on top of that one. The ambush lay in wait, but the counter ambush from Overpaid Rice Farmer getting some spam on the gun. The long range Electric gonna see him out with some stickies, but Bonesy on the other side. There we go. Taking out Scorch as well.
As the gun goes down from Nukin on the left, as well as Rolling peeking main without any... Yeah, without any
very
pressure
not
when
ideal.
the force comes out. And now full disad on the side of OnlySpams, holding last. No gun up, no nothing. Soul's able to trade. He's able to get one for free, actually. So down 2, they probably will not take it. And they will be able to get a level 3 up. A sniper also in the post. Oh, but they are going back to go scout or heavy or something, But now, because of Soul getting that kill, they were able to probably get a level 3 up. And their last hold will be just a little bit better. And
That swap is gonna make it really close. 70%. They're down 2 people taking this Uber into left. It's gonna be kind of difficult. They get the gun, but their spawners are still rolling out.
The vintage Cadus with the fucking loose cannon, man. Woo! I love TF2. All right, keep going.
Oh, they get the repop. This should be terrible for Team Name Finger. Yep, 2 kills, 4 OnlySpams.
But TNF is waiting for the last for some reason in post. 30 seconds left. And the soldier goes in solo, is able to get nothing, and Aurelia does die. And, if I was OnlySpams, I'd be calling to honestly convert this into a round.
Oh no, Davis is on the case though, but Taylor's safe.
Oh my god, the predator lurks trying to get this med out, but fortunately
he knows his limits, thankfully.
And now at this point, I probably would just be calling a reset.
Oh no, Davis still behind though. Gets the jump up, trying to hit the jump up. Nope. Bang in the head.
In his head.
There we go, stalemate. All right.
Be a stalemate.
Hopefully that doesn't give him brain damage. He can stay in the game.
I'm concussed. I need to leave.
He's got the pot on his head. It's like a helmet for him,
That's smart. See, this is why he's a good player, man. He thinks ahead.
But yeah, the timing on those. Well, go ahead, take it away.
No. I was gonna say, I wonder if Electric will actually be able to, have some actual big value on this mid, because I know Electric is gonna be really good. But no, you're good.
Very
take
weak
it away.
On the rollout yet again, though. Opting to go through lower instead. Not going to take the early spam on through choke. Soul in big, and so is Davis. Both actually land on top of the med here, and Taylor does go down. They all in for the med, but Freaky Medic very weak as well. Backed up into alley, though, and Bonesy also goes down. Or, yeah, actually 3 dead from both sides, but the medic advantage is for Freaky Medic. And yeah, OnlySpams going to back out, going to recollect on second, but another one mid fight from TNF. And looking more and more confident all the time. I just find it kind of interesting that both teams seem to be looking better on each other's map picks. I don't know what that's all about. Seems like match fixing, if you ask me.
Oh.
Let's get RGL.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Can you put bets on tf2esports.com?
I don't know. I'm probably not for real money, but
not yet.
Not yet.
Midcliff, get on that. Yeah, you could get those the pick'ems for EFT FL Nations Cup. Free year of Serve Me Premium if you win. You'll never have to come. Hey, can you guys get a server? We don't need TF2 Quick Server anymore. You have Serve Me Premium for a year if you win.
And everybody's going to be asking to borrow it too, so just be ready for that.
100%.
In the meantime, Bonesy in huge on the alley. Freaky Medic surfing away, but Bonesy, not to be deterred, keeps on the pressure. The force does come out. Taylor only at 80, but that would be perfect timing to leapfrog this one, which is certainly what this is. OnlySpams will take the point, but already moving through lower is Taylor and company. And yeah, Bonesy behind actually, causing some havoc. Will draw OnlySpams back, not even needing a mid-fight really, so they're just going to continue rolling through. Davis will go down late. No, surviving with 1 HP, so they don't even need to stack to deny. Not they would need to anyway with the late spawn timer. But we do have a, am I seeing that right? No, I'm not seeing a sniper. Uber in through bridge, and Chauncey could get caught out, and so could Davis if things are not careful for OnlySpams. And Electric unseen in ramp room, but finally, Connor putting the scatter gun to the back. Chauncey answering back on an overpaid Rice Farmer down to Demo Soldier, and now Scorch for OnlySpams. It's a bit of a collapse. TNF looking confident, pushing into this second point, and already Cleo on the cap, and Aurelia pushing through bridge with the help of Connor. It's just Soul and Freaky Medic. Davis coming in out of the spawn. We saw something similar to this last night, although not as epic. Connor getting the kill, actually the crater onto Soul. Connor just dancing on the point, and the rocket will take him down, and then Cleo comes in out of nowhere, but destroyed by electric stickies. Aurelia gets the crater onto Davis. Bones is taking the 1v1. Oh no, Medic dies indeed to the heavy? Hello? What's going on?
Mistake of staying
Check
in
him
too
PC.
long.
Those bullets were melting that med as he was leaving, and a really bad situation has suddenly converted into full ad for OnlySpams. This is incredible. It was looking very dire there for a moment.
Yeah.
Chauncey solo pushing, dying to traps above main. It's just back and forth between
Many such cases.
Nah, Blood saw him
mistakes?
dead ass trapping that anyway, and was like, yeah, I'll bait the stickies.
Too much confidence, too much ego. That one play on process got him feeling good.
Full ad. I wonder if they will even take this. In officials, you don't. Honestly, in officials, you don't take these types of Ubers. If you don't have the timing for it, yeah, they're just gonna opt to stay on last because it's scary. You could just lose could just get nothing with it.
One guy
leapfrog,
slips
and just
through,
lose
gets
it,
a back tap.
Yeah, that's the main threat.
The post goes wrong. Just it's really risky to bet the entire season on one Uber push.
Well, not necessarily a whole if you're only spams, but yeah, TNF, if they do continue this trend forward of putting points on the board, we will be drawn to the third map, which will be Sunshine, because nobody wanted to play Koth. Overpaid right front, who's jumping in unseen on the right, but quickly slapped down. Gets Chauncey though, but Scorched with the Frontier Justice will get the frag, and Davis actually answering back onto Bonesy. So 2 dead, both soldiers for Team Name Finger, and now Davis peeking out of the shutter. Oh, does not get dead on in time, but clears away the stickies, and yeah, it's a park the bus last for OnlySpams, and I don't blame him because we touched on it before. This last is very condensed. It's wide but very short, so you can get in pretty fast and just flood through any doorway if things go wrong, and then you're suddenly in the face of the enemy team. But that level 3, standing firm, Scorch standing on top of that, hopping on and off his proud creation, taking some early aggression. It's electric, and it's going to be a demo bomb, actually destroyed by the sentry before he even gets halfway in. 3 men in, huge, and just like that, all gone.
Somehow electric dies for it though.
Well, I'll take that.
But yeah, 3 man though is pretty good. Davis trying to go for the counter sack, gets
Davis making
the
another.
scout off timing, trying to get the pack, and is able to force the scout out, and they will start capping 2.
A pause.
No shot.
I could see OnlySpams probably pausing here, right?
Yeah,
maybe an exchange, lose, get rolled the last and then a pause, but I would be hard pressed to see TNF pausing this.
Yeah, no, certainly. The ball's more or less in their court with the way things are going, and yeah, this is definitely one of those where it kind of only means one thing, maybe 2 things if you pause at this sort of juncture. Because yeah, they are going to get the second back. Full Ubers for both medics, no demo.
While we're waiting for this unpause, we're gonna go to tf2esports.com where you can actually look. You can go to the match page of this match you're watching right now on tf2esports.com, and you're watching it on twitch.tv/isjustasreal. By the way, hit the follow button if you have not already, and you can see. Look, streams and VODs is just as real. Hey, that's me. Look, 1-0 up. Watching theater. Wow, what does that mean?
You are real. Wow.
Holy shit, that's actually awesome. You can watch the stream of the match you want to watch with this is nuts. Bro, this is actually crazy. This is actually crazy what we're watching here on tf2esports.com/ whatever it is. It has live player stats with the stream behind it. That's fucking crazy. But what else can you do? You can look at rankings. You can look at teams. You can look at players. We can look up Just Jazz. It's not going to be pretty. But look at that fat KD. Not .16. Hey, we don't have to talk about that. I think if we had to do all that, that's like my entire career where I did 20 seasons of Med, first season on Soldier. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the pick'ems for the ETF2 Nations Cup 11th edition. You can do your entire pick'ems on this bracket, which locks in 17 hours, by the way, and potentially get a free year of Serve Me Premium. How good is that, folks? How good is that? You can only do that on tf2esports.com, the proud sponsor of tonight's Grand Finals, this RGL Season 20 Grand Finals, only presented on twitch.tv/isjustasreal, not Fireside, not Team Fortress TV, not Capping TV, only here. We've had a great season in Amateur. We've had a great Grand Final so far, and we have a great sponsor as well. So thank you, tf2esports.com. I'm going to throw it back to you guys.
Yeah, it's the future over at tf2esports.com. That's actually pretty cool. That's some March Madness stats right there. Yeah. Oh, we get to see. So nice, we got to see him twice.
All I'm saying is, don't look at.
Well,
Oh wait, I was muted that entire time. I was muted that
that's
entire time too.
crazy
We-
work.
Hey,
Oh my
this
God,
is why
that'd be
you this is
production
why
right
you tune into twitch.tv/isjustjazzreal, and that's why you follow.
Beast.
Because sometimes I go
Fucking
and I
beast.
talk about what we're seeing on twitch.tv/isjustjazzreal on tf2esports.com, the proud sponsor of my stream, and then I've been muted the entire time. So my bad.
Yeah, if you're wondering why there was a huge, like, 2,500 week pregnant pause there, that's why. But, yeah, going back to this here, thank you, by the way. And, yeah, this is pretty tense, all things considered. You know, you had a 4-0 with OnlySpams on the first map on Process. Now we're sitting 1-1 with the time dwindling away, and neither team really seems like they're able to break the other's defense. The push, you know, it's just back, like truly back and forth, locked at 1-1. I don't know which way this is gonna go, but you know me, I'm kind of hoping for a third map.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. A third map would be cinema, and honestly, this map isn't going as I predicted. I didn't think it would actually be this close, especially with the amount of reps that honestly we've scrimmed OnlySpams so much on this map. But yeah, it's very very close, and I think a map 3 would be a good watch. Would be a good watch. I don't know about
Personally,
Sunshine, but
I'm gonna be disassembling my entire room because Teammate Finger must have heard me talking somehow. Here, they heard my doubting, and they're striking back with a lot of confidence. The 4-0 made them look. Oh, we're live.
Indeed.
Their beasting is the long of it, or the short of it. I mean,
but
I'm one to agree here. Rolling back, I'm actually gonna hit a retry real quick, so go for it.
just kind of sitting on 2, waiting for something to happen. But yeah, kind of nothing
we're
ever
all
happens.
retrying right now.
Yeah.
I think we all
I'm
did
back
the same
in.
Pressing
thing.
buttons.
We have TNF rolling through alley, even Ubers, once again, just in case we kind of forgot that one, really peeking in. We have Chauncey just going in on Bonesy, and that's actually a rotate through house for OnlySpams. They're taking the aggression forward, and they're going to have TNF on the back foot, just completely behind them. The Uber has popped off for both medics, and it's an exchange in yard. This is one I haven't seen in a while, so there we go, finally breaking through and getting some exchanges going. But Cleo in the meantime back capping, but it's a 1v1 against them and Chauncey,
no.
but the rest of the team enough to follow, gobbling up Chauncey, and now it's Freaky Medic just leaving their shoulder, getting chased down, and Soul behind actually getting cleaned up by Cleo. They get the second capped up, and this is looking like danger. This could be the pause that we saw. I don't know, but the heavy is up on Scorch. Freaky Medic doing their best. Cleo in off of the elbow. Just being an absolute nuisance. Living for so long. Cleo draws eyes. The heavy finally does go down, and Connor on top of the point. The soldiers send out the spam. Chauncey off the spawn, but it will not do much. They all need to do is just shoot their feet. Please shoot your feet. There we go. Chauncey finally dies, and that's 2-1, and there was the pause. Team name Finger bringing it back. 7 minutes 40 until bandy time. Looking good. Looking scary if you're OnlySpams.
First lead for Team Name Finger. I mean, I know it's like you know, you can't always expect the winning team to continue winning, but the mental factor is huge. I mean, Team Name Finger, this might be a good point for them to, as you said earlier, rally and start playing with some more confidence. Could lead to some more rounds if they're play right.
Indeed. I'm going to be on the Bonesy cam for this one. Rolling out to yet another mid. On Metalworks in on the demo. Huge. Electric does go down. Finished off by Cleo. Traded up by Chauncey. Overpaid Rice Farmer going to be jumping around, but the Scouts putting in some work, taking out the demo for team named Finger, and the re-aggression from Chauncey just falling out of control here. The threat of the plus forward was there, so the rest of the team named Finger going to filter out onto their second. Set up for the hold. Even Ubers, of course. OnlySpams rolling through alley, checking all the spots for hiders, for traps, and any sort of thing that they could maybe spot out that would take down their medic before they're ready. Davis on the head of overpaid Rice Farmer, but taken down by Bonesy, and Soul's going to be the next one up, and does get the force off from Taylor. Very successful, but overpaid Rice Farmer, huge with the bomb, getting the rockets onto Freaky Medic, holds onto it, but getting chipped down by the scattergun. Has to look behind to see if he's getting any more damage spammed at him. Overpaid Rice Farmer going to lock down this choke, and Electric could get caught out. No, but actually deciding to pop back out on the weak demo. Has to catch and make sure that does not drop the demo. Taylor gonna live, however, but they will get the frags onto Overpaid Rice Farmer, question mark? No, surviving in-house. And now a bit of a nothing burger with this Uber. I don't know if I would have taken that re-aggression. I might have rotated, if anything, but not right back into their face. As the picks are being traded out, it will be OnlySpams demo, Electric going down. So not great. This is good for team name Finger, but kind of a bit of a sloppy exchange. Chauncey looking like they want to take it through the bridge, but no, the stickies are really going to dissuade them and discourage them from taking such a route. So going back to mid for the drawing board. In the meantime, Taylor in a slight advantage, but once again, don't really know if it's actionable. But TNF looking like they're just going to sit on second and build it out all the same.
First mid one for OnlySpams. It's a really great change of pace for them. That's been their biggest problem so far, is not being able to get these mid fights, which are so important on Metal. They've gained some very important space with this, and now his teammate Finger is coming into Valley, looking to maybe get a sack through. They're backing up. They are not going to go for it.
Yeah, I think they expected they had a lot more ad going into that. For some reason, I mean, they did have somehow 10 ad, but, you know, weren't able to convert anything off it. And honestly, an exchange there wouldn't have been too bad. And, you know, you walk into them and there's like 5 people there and you flash them all, but...
Yeah, if your name is Banny, you might have gone for it, but it's just a little hard to execute, especially at the AM level.
I'd probably call that and you have our team wipe, but yeah, as the sack goes on, Davis fades on the demo, gets the trade off for the demo, the high bomb goes in, and success gets the force up on Freaky, Medic, and as Taylor leaves, they'll probably look to repop into them with this, so OnlySpams will have to be a little fearful of the repop, and the repop does go.
The Medic splits.
Pop their main.
Flank!
Electric caught,
beautiful in house.
Caught. Almost everyone caught. This is literally this is one of the best supers you could hope for in your life, and almost a full team wipe on this. But Chauncey with the back cap, if they're able to stop mid or actually, unfortunately,
no, they had to.
Yeah,
Chauncey had to give that one
two
up.
spawners and Chauncey is not unable to, but now it's terrible. It's terrible now.
Well, it was a heads-up
Can't
play.
even win.
I appreciate
play.
the second, yeah. I mean, backcaps are definitely in the playbook for this map, especially on last, and it's always a threat you got to worry about. Probably to OnlySpams benefit with how much they like to turtle on last. So yeah, ain't nothing breaking through unless they see it right in front of their face. But we do have Ubers building out Taylor on a pretty considerable 40% Uber advantage. That's, what, 16 seconds of ad, so that's actionable. I'd take that. And speaking of time, 3.5 minutes until continuous overtime, and not quite the lead that maybe Team Name Finger might want to have for OnlySpams and flip it back on him. But either way, a lead is a lead, and they sure will take it, and they will take the Uber around this elbow as well, but getting stuffed by the loose cannon. Doing well there from Electric, but Rice Bomber just spamming them as they gather into Garage, and it's just a nuking. And now both scouts on top of the point, overpaid. Rice Bomber going to come out with the rockets, so now it's just a heavy last alive, and they don't even need to kill him to get that one. 3-1 for Team Name Finger. 3 minutes to go, and Team Name Finger is making the dream work right now. I keep saying it, but they look good. This is looking like a third map more and more as time goes on, and I don't think OnlySpams had this one in their scorecard.
I really want OnlySpams to pull out their weapon, their secret weapon.
I think if you're going into this, you know, as OnlySpams, you kind of, your mental's starting to slowly be defeated, you know? This is your map pick, and, you know, your mids are kind of, like, lackluster, and you're just kind of losing in, like, the exchanges and, you know, all these, like, random moments. But as we go into the mid, Electric getting forced on the lower. As the high bomb goes out, the med does die early, so if they're able to bunker their medic, they will have full ad. Aurelia bombs in, gets the medic, and is now it's just a chaos fight at the end. And is Scorch able to convert anything?
No.
Oh, unfortunately not. But
I think that's the first team wipe of the whole series.
Hey, someone called Dakota.
The control point is being
Dakota would have
There's
protected the
a
bed there.
joke,
That's all I'm saying.
I deleted my entire phone book after that one. No, I'm not calling him for sure.
Dakota would already be taunting on their last point at this point. Unban Dakota, hashtag.
Oh my god, shut up. That's not even a funny joke. Oh man, after the tirade I went on to Jazz about that off stream, oh my god, I would lose it. It's bad enough I ran into them in a pub. Yeah, no, like I ran into a pub afterwards and they were aliens. It was disgusting. I was like, you guys just don't know when to quit, do you? But anyway.
20 dis down on the side of TNF. They will decide to send a sack.
Oh my god!
Davis able to get both the demo and the medic.
Huge.
Crazy value from Davis, and he's still holding up a scout, and he's able to live with his
one-man
life.
army
Now,
in alley.
into mid. Exactly what you want from OnlySpams. You know, always bet on everything, actually, because everything can happen. Davis somehow clearing the corner. Okay, upper legacy, but able to get the trade off on the soldier that was behind them. But
How do you know? We're just asking questions.
These are all just questions, hypotheticals, theories, if you will. Anyway, OnlySpams takes back the mid. 40 seconds until continuous overtime. It's looking like it's going to be first to 4 if results hold. So, yeah, overpaid Rice Farmer getting the jump on him by Davis. Getting bopped around, and actually, 2 going down for OnlySpams. Not great. Chauncey answering back on overpaid Rice Farmer, but not great if you're pushing up. And they're on the low ground as well. Electric getting popped up by Bones. He's taking the 1v1 in the meantime. And there we go. Chauncey going to go collect with the medic. Gets the Uber popped off for some reason. Taking down Bonesy in the alley, but full Uber for Taylor. And they're actually not in the greatest position. They could get caught out if Relay wants to bomb deep. And here we go. Did they call for it? No, they're just going to walk it up, take the advantage, and surely they assume that the mid's just going to be handed to them on a platter, no? Yeah, the ego's coming in. They expect that mid for free, but Davis not going to let him have it. Jumping on top and absolutely cleared in no time at all by Connor. Just protecting their medic at all costs, especially after the first map. We don't talk about it. Anytime is here, and it will be first to 4 after all, but TNF is on the hunt to end it as soon as possible and send us into a third map, rolling through alley, and OnlySpams has no choice but to respect. They can't hope to stop this roll coming out, and there we go. Time coming down on the point. Oops, sticky. Okay, cleared away. So they're going to continue this roll, going through main, going to be going through main left elbow actually, with that full Uber, fully rotated over. Do they believe the fake? I don't know, but it's not much of a fake. 95, 96, coming up on that Uber and popped off counter as Davis taking the 1v1 against Cleo, loses that one, but it will be a fading Uber for Red, but not before they take out the demo, and it's a bit of a cluster here. 3 left alive, it's just a Scout demo medic, but the medic goes down, and now it's just a 2v1. Chauncey, the last hope alive for OnlySpams, not going to happen. 4-1, your score on Metaverse going to map 3, baby.
Bro, Chauncey chased the med so hard there.
Yeah,
like,
unfortunately, you don't win by getting the med.
You've done what you need to do. You've made them fuck off. They don't have heals. Like, shoot the players that are still in the fight. What are we doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, med pick does not matter post Uber. I don't know how many times I've had to say that, and I cannot stress it enough. You have to go for the fragging classes. Absolutely.
Hey, but we go to map 3, by the way. Holy. We weren't expecting this.
Not before we go to logs. How about that?
Not before we go to logs, which I have to pull up. Give me 1 second, chat.
Yeah. Well, a wise philosopher once told me that you don't win by getting the med. You actually win by turning the point into your team's color, and I think that can be applied to Chauncey here.
Truth fucking nuke.
Yeah, I mean the medic's cool and all, but I mean he don't kill as much, and he don't really matter if he has nobody to heal. You know?
Exactly.
But yeah, running to these logs, brought to you in part by tf2esports.com. Check them out. We went on a whole spiel that Jazz was muted for, but trust me, and we don't talk about it. It's goated though. You can check out streams live on the map page that they have on the website. You can check out the stats with the player up above. It's just like information overload if you're in that kind of thing. If you're a logs watcher, which I know a few of us are here, but yeah, rolling over to these. What do we got? We got 27 frags for Connor, huge, and yeah. What do you got?
I think the biggest thing to look at here is what the logs might not say is a value player, and I think Cleo was the biggest value player here. If you're looking at the logs, DPM to DTM, they are the best actually in the whole server for value. They did even though 15-6, but it's the fact they were able to actually convert that with that damage, and best of the scouts took less DTM than their own medic actually. But I think honestly that whole map kind of turned out to be it might be a positioning error, but honestly I think it was a calling issue, because full ad into second, and you just get forced to spam, and then you kind of back out, and it's just too much chaos happening. There's not enough chill moments. Everything's happening at the same time of nothing's happening. But looking at these logs, Davis nuke, but also just blue team out damaged them, and they won every mid fight pretty much, so it's kind of hard to win.
That's what I was gonna say.
Mid fight lost.
Metalworks is just a map that is so easy to convert if you can get the med on the mid, and even a couple. You don't even need to play. If you can just get the med, very frequently you can roll that ad into last and get around. It's so important to win these mid fights, and they just couldn't really find it. They found one, but otherwise it seemed like they were just like losing the spam, the damage. They just couldn't really cinch the picks they needed on the mid to actually lead to a win. They held valiantly otherwise, but I don't know. It's just so difficult to win on this map without going evens on the mids at least.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more rollable maps, though, that you might not think it, especially compared to something like Process, Gully Wash, the ones that people tend to get rolled on. But it certainly is doable, but a bit of a slow roll now for Team Name Finger in that one. So they got it, they gave it, both teams, but here we go. It's my favorite. It's a map 3, and it's going to be on Sunshine, Sunshine, baby. Yeah, and again, I don't even know where to begin guessing on this one. All these maps are pretty much just like counter picks, but I think this is the one map where they kind of go even, all things considered. So a true decider, if ever there was one.
Yeah, they did win, kind of things are a little backwards. Both teams won on the enemy team's map pick, but since Team Name Finger did have the second pick, the ball is kind of in their core. I'm not exactly sure how confident OnlySpams are on Sunshine, but if Team Name Finger picked it, they must have done it for a reason, which might be concerning for OnlySpams.
Yeah, let's see here. How did their Sunshine week go? I think it was a weird one. Oh no, they lost to Cheesy Bread 3-1. So yeah, kind of shaky. I think this is another instance of a counter pick, if you ask me. So using that second pick to their advantage, I guess, because they took OnlySpams took Granary away from Team Name Finger, which I feel was sort of their secret weapon of a map.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make a guess. If you guys want to hazard a guess and make a prediction, go for it. But I'm going to steer clear of that one.
Maybe I would have made something more concrete if the game went a different way. But the fact that both teams kind of beat each other up on the other team's map picks, it's anybody's game, really. I just can't say what's gonna happen with any sort of confidence. I do know Davis has done some magical things on this map before in our own scrims. Maybe he can be an X factor there, but that's the only thing that would make me lean towards OnlySpams. But still, it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't put a bet on it.
Hey, I'm gonna do a quick sponsor plug. You guys knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Because you've been seeing me on the stream scrolling around on tf2esports.com, specifically the map page for this RGL Season 20 Grand Final, only on twitch.tv/itsjustjazzreal. And yes, I am going to continue to say it like that all night. By the way, pick'ems, get your month of Serve Me Premium. This is, I'm not just trying to wax lyrical because they sponsored us, but this is actually really cool, right?
It's a good product.
I've been scrolling around, you've got the death map, the kill map, you've got the rounds, who had the most kills during rounds, who's doing damage. You can do player matchups. If I wanted to see how Chauncey is doing, and I'm assuming this is across the entire series on tf2esports.com, on the stream is justjazzreal.twitch.tv, which I said wrong. You can actually see how individual players are matching up against one another. This is groundbreaking technology. You don't find this anywhere else.
I do want to say
this is really fucking neat. This is so fucking cool. Sorry, go on.
I think I can offer a slightly less biased opinion of it, because I first saw it when they launched it, and I was looking into it, and it looked very interesting, and it had this one problem where some of our matches weren't marked correctly, and I went into the Discord, told it to the whatever his name is. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Mitchcliff123. Shout out to Mitchcliff123.
And it was fixed. It was literally fixed in the next day. So this dude is passionate about this product. There's a ton of there's so much potential behind it. I really hope it kind of grows into a TFTV version 2 that everyone uses. It would be really good.
At least there's one responsive dev when it comes to TF2 Valve. But anyway, yeah, no, it's a great product. I only just heard of it when I got in here, and well, actually last night. But still, I was kind of and then I looked at it more, and I'm the stats are pretty cool. Pretty cool. Everything in one neat package. TF2esports.com. Shout out Mitchcliff123. And it's Just Jazz real. Just Jazz is, of course, real.
What?
On twitch.tv. Huh?
Wait.
But yeah, we're just what?
Hey, what I'm gonna do to showcase the functionality of TF2esports.com, we're gonna do pick'ems We're going to do pick'ems live here on twitch.tv/isjustjazzreal, sponsored by tf2esports.com, RGL, whatever. You guys get it. You get it, right? We're going to...
You're smart.
We have actually this. We have the smartest viewers here on. Sorry.
No,
sorry.
no.
But we're gonna while
No,
we're
no,
waiting
no.
for the ready up. While we're waiting for the ready up, we're gonna do the pick'ems. We're gonna do the pick'ems where we could potentially get a year of Serve Me Premium. Shout outs to Ari. The top three. If you're top three, you're gonna get it. So Finland, 100%. Germany, I guess I can't pick that. Belgium, England.
Well, I got a question.
Denmark.
What country is Lucas Tank from? Do you happen to know? Because that's what I would bet
I
on.
actually don't know.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna find out real quick.
Find out before I lock all of this in, by the way.
He's Czechoslovakian. Is that on this?
Yes, it is. And
Switch that England.
Yeah.
They're losing
no, because
to
that's the B
Oh,
team. That's the B team because some teams have B.
Oh.
So, hey, Russia versus
yeah.
Ukraine, TF2
That's awkward. That's so
esports.com
awkward.
pick'ems. Big Mike, I'm sorry, but I'm going for the Russians. Canada versus Romania, Netherlands,
jeez.
and then
So many jokes.
Finland. Hey, the Finnish are good. The Finnish are good at
Shout out
tier two.
Chill. Shout out Chill. Or no, he's Swedish. Wait, what's the difference? I don't know.
Who cares?
That's Scandinavia.
Czech Republic, because I can't choose TBD. England, Russia, and then
Russia.
United States of America. I can't.
Eagle Screech.
Okay, I can't pick
Listen,
that one.
I love my country, but any country in the NA region, you might as well just click the other team.
I keep trying to rep, though. That's the point. You have to rep because nobody else will.
Hey, guess what? We are beta testing this in real time because I can't pick who I'd want to win. Oh, I can't pick the Russians. I guess I get to pick Portugal and Spain.
Gross.
Finland, England, Scotland, France, and then we're gonna go England, France, final, and it's gonna be the French. It's gonna be the
Is this
French.
TF2? What are we talking
Gonna
about?
be the-
This,
What happened?
this is what we're talking about.
What
We're
just
talking
happened?
about the TF2 Esports ETF2L Nations Cup, the 11th pick'ems. Because you
look,
can.
perfect timing.
Yeah.
The game is starting. Look at
Hey,
that.
well, look at that. How do I lock this in?
I was
I'll
able
fi-
to eat dinner and
I'll find out how to lock this in. We'll get back to the stream. TF2esports.com. Go check them out.
yes.
Alrighty, we've got the grand final of Season 20 Amateur coming to you live on his JustJazzReal.com/TV. And already Aurelia getting picked off of the mid. We're on the third map, Sunshine. A hard-fought contest between these two teams, Team Name Finger and OnlySpams. Coming in strong, though, is OnlySpams, showing them who's boss on this third map. The map of Team Name Finger, actually, technically the second pick. But, yeah, just rolling through, looking confident as ever. Overpaid Rice Farmers looking through Valley, but not going to find a whole lot. But Davis is there. Will they take the fight? Oh, taking the 1v2. Cleo going down to Scorch in the meantime, but also, oh my god, at the same time, instantaneously, so many things happening at once. Going to be taking the plat. OnlySpams forcing Team Name Finger back to their first last hold, and we're not even a minute in, folks. They're coming in hungry for this one. They want to show them what's up.
Oh, the traps! Oh my god, my life flashed before my eyes there.
And the other
Oh
thing
my god.
flashing is
And as you're doing
Uber.
that, Davis was able to get a fast sack off and get the force up in the mid. It will now be a full
He's just too
ad
fast
push
for us
in
to
the
keep up.
last. That was
Yeah.
perfect. That was perfect. I mean, the pressure off the demo pick, the pressure off the fact that, you know, they're giving us this space, why don't we just take it? And they were able to actually do that, convert it, and even get a force off it. So now it will be a full ad last push. And I wonder, hopefully they'll be able to convert it.
I mean, so far it's just Davis's world. The fast pick on the demo gave them the mid, got them the second as well, and then a fast second at last gets the force as well, and they're using in, not getting any kills immediately. Gun dies kind of late. Chachi's gonna try to play the point, but he gives it up. No. Oh, and they get the pyro, shoot the pyro. It's bad for them though. They're
That's
down
a
2
terrible
plays. They're
Uber.
gonna leave.
It is a
Not
terrible
able to
Uber.
convert it, unfortunately.
Ooh.
It's full ad for Team Name Finger now.
Walk in, gun not spotted, you get nothing, no cap time, no kills, you know, you just gotta leave it. But full life last push now turned into almost a full diss.
Ooh, Chauncey.
Mid-fight now, Chauncey for some reason getting aggro, trying to get a force out, but not able to do that, and as TNF will just stack the cap onto.
Well, like we sort of alluded to, Chauncey seems to have a problem with Sunshine specifically converting last pushes the rest of his team, so I think we're seeing early inklings of that there. Trying to spot out Davis on top of the cafe roof, though. It jumps out on a Taylor, just walks out like nothing was even there, and the force off with 14 HP. I don't know why you don't just bait a little bit longer and force your team to go up there, but either way, it's a force out from TNF, and Bonesy hot on the heels. Could get them clumped up, but no, the counter pop finally. But yeah, maybe going to get Bonesy here in the cafe, but it really goes down in the meantime. There we go. Bonesy picked off by the stickies of Electric, so it's a complete momentum shift in the favor of OnlySpams after a very, very, very unfortunate force-off for TNF. And the counter pop, you know, not usually the greatest in this series so far for OnlySpams, but they're making it work with that one. And the crunch worked out just fine. Well, actually, no, not fine for TNF. OnlySpams jumping in now along the far wall, going to be walking up the plat, just daring TNF to stay in without a demo, and they think better of it. But overpaid Rice Farmer is behind. No point in really going for the back half, but we'll try to go for the bomb in, and very weak half health just slams into Soul and gets finished up by the Scattergun of Scorch. So down a soldier for TNF, but slight Uber advantage for Taylor, so they could maybe push in and drive, but nah, the Uber's coming up pretty soon. Gun is up in the left spawn for TNF as well, so Bonesy will escort Soul out with the help of the stickies from Aurelia, and we have OnlySpams on the last now.
This is a problem last for them. I was watching the matches yesterday, and well, Davis gets the
What is this gun
stack,
spot?
but they
This
very
must be
frequently.
This must be some.
Oh, this is
Asia
the
Fortress
European
tech. Or
tech.
something. Yeah, I've never seen this gun spot. You know, maybe Aurelia needs some help holding it down on the left. Wait, actually, Aurelia's on the
genius.
right with the soldier, and instead it's gonna be a soldier gun on left. Very interesting hold. I've never seen this in my life before, with a pyro on left as well to kind of stop the spam. I mean, just go dungeon and shoot the gun, no?
Yeah, this is
But-
breaking my brain.
But I mean, are they able to adapt? And that, you know, that's TF2 at its core. Adaptability. Are you able to actually adapt to this last and, you know, abuse its misfortunes? But as Davis goes up on sniper, able to get the soldier off. Davis' sniper is pretty scary. It makes me sleep with one eye open. But these traps on the door, kind of hard to push out. Will they even know? Will Chauncey die? Oh, able to get through. Still not deaded. Just holding it, and
there we go.
Chauncey does die. Yeah, and Soul does die as well. So they lose 2 for it. But Davis, are you cheating? Gets Aurelia as well, and you know they just have this infinite space there on left, able to just kind of do what they want on left.
This
But
is burning to
Soldier-
death. Oh, gets saved at 4 HP.
But if you look at Soldier is behind the dungeon, able to get 2 rockets off the med.
Oh, no!
3 rockets and gets the force off.
No.
An unspotted soldier through dungeon. You know, that's why you don't stay in when you're down players. They're just
Gotta leave,
greedy.
gotta play
They're
plat
just
or
greedy,
something.
yeah. This is anti G6. This is a W key, but
If they're not afraid, though,
still-
Davis peeking deep. I think they're calling their bluff that they won't use this, so...
I mean, yeah, it's officials. Do you really want to use a full, especially at a Sunshine last? It's
No.
kinda
Such a
scary.
backhappable point,
Yeah.
I would fear, definitely.
I don't think this medic has moved once. Taylor is practicing Roomba theory, or actually anti-Roomba theory, just stand still. But
Statue theory.
exactly. But
No movement can work. I've seen soldiers bomb whip entire bombs on a stationary medic. It's actually beautiful to see.
Nah, bro, what is
Maybe.
the teleporter theory too? What the fuck?
Oh,
Okay,
this is some
okay,
bow
actually-
theory
Oh,
here.
yeah.
these teleporters are actually, you know, part of my language, but actually cancer to deal with. If you can't get a sack off, you can't walk through them.
Okay,
it's
it's
very
teleported
bad.
dead, bro.
But well, now
very
teleporter
hesitant.
ad.
Oh.
Okay. The Centric
Teleporter ad did not convert,
Teleporter ad did not
unfortunately.
convert.
Bro, we are seeing revolutionary tech on this twitch.tv/real RGL.
Oh, and
grand
bomb,
final.
Air shot! Beautiful!
Oh, I'm being told the
Definitive
I'm being
Yes.
told the gun spot is apparently a Poland gun.
Based.
But the way to counter is to just literally bring your demo right and sticky spam it. So I wonder if they will actually do anything.
Yeah.
Or nothing ever happens. But
Honestly, like, I would be... I don't want to jazz myself up, but I would be feasting here as demo. This seems very
Okay.
spammable.
but it seems like OnlySpams taking a page of the TNF book.
Oh.
Post heavy and just getting full countered by the Pyro.
5
Down
seconds.
2 for 1.
They need some
And
cap
with
time
the
if they
crits as well. It's just going
It's-
to convert.
can get it.
Unfortunately.
Another failed conversion. Crazy.
Just unable to just adapt. You know, that's what I'm noticing. Just unable to think, put neurons together. But you know, it's okay.
It's okay, but you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's where that adaptability comes in, because not everything's going to be picture perfect like you drew it up. Sometimes you got to do something funky that you maybe have only seen in a dream, but it'll work maybe if you execute it right. But so far, execution not really the strength of either team. Still scoreless. About 8 minutes gone. Third map, Season 20 Amateur Grand Final. You're locked in on Is Just Jazz Real TV. Brought to you in part by TF2esports.com. Rolling out to the mid, and it's a red Tetris kind of mid for TNF. Taking out Soul with the stickies early. No overpaid Rice Farmer going to get the kill onto Electric. Davis answering back onto the Soldier, but firmly a TNF mid fight. There we go. It's over before it even began, and OnlySpams kind of running for the hills here, getting some sticks at their back here. Almost got the 2 sticky off carpet, but avoiding calamity there. Freaky Medic going to back out with that Uber. Taylor not far behind with hers, but we have Bonesy taking a little bit of recon, going to jump in on the off timing, banks his head on top of the door coming through, and that's going to be a bit of a beep jump. Oopsie doopsie.
Bro, that
was
was
clean that one up.
That was dead ass a sack that I tried to do, and I had the exact same fucking result. Oh my god. Bro hitting the Just Jazz sacks.
Right. Davis still going for the counter. Blue Dungeon able to get 1 rocket off. Able to re-jump. Gets 4 rockets off. Where are the scouts? Are they looking?
Nowhere.
Below? But
Yes.
Lives on 40.
doesn't get the force, unfortunately, yeah. But, well, always been on nothing. We're now on last. You know,
Yeah, a little less
Snake Water-
sleepy. The middle works.
Absolutely.
That's true. That's true.
It's kind of the inverse of what you would expect to happen, because, you know, you think as time goes on, both teams get a little bit more tired. But,
Cleo and Cyber and Dungeon spots the med behind the glass pane. Your bullets can't go through glass, so Cleo's immediately countered. But if they're able to get these people, long for Davis is able to get.
Davis tries his best aim impression, bombs the dungeon, and gets picked for it.
bit of greed hurts there. TNF Cleo peeking in on the left side with the rest of the squad just taking the spam form. Shot rings out. Hit Chauncey, back in the spawn. Banny Bind, back at it. Gun doing its work, but they are continuing the pressure on. Bonesy does get the kill on the Scorch. Gun goes down.
Yeah, Electric not holding his door. The Soldier able to go through and spam the gun outside. And the biggest issue with the gun, or with the med standing behind the point like this, is you kind of have to play around your medic, right? So they're able to kind of just walk forward and take the space because your med's not able to beam anyone. And Cleo gets Electric again, not holding the door he's supposed to hold.
Demo for demo.
Chachi strikes back.
Chauncey gets through. Soldier, both soldiers in on the med, able to get nothing. Wow, crazy. Both. That's actually crazy. And this is some Banny tech over here, sending a 4-man force. Unfortunately, not getting anything for it. So anti-Banny, if you think about it, but they're able to get 2, and now it's a 2-hold.
If you can click on heads, it's the last hold pretty easy.
Yeah. But what do we got? What do we got? What do we see? Everybody's off the off classes. All right, we're back to regular old TF2. Just a little over 19 minutes ago. Oh, Soldier's in. Bonesy. No, thinks better of it. Nope, not going to have that one. We're going to see how creative TNF can get. We're rotating over to Cafe already. Connor with the mid. No, Taylor. There she goes. All right, and we're going to have Cleo and Overpaid Rush Armor coming in through Valley. And the solo Bonesy jumping in through Choke. Here we go, the double bomb. Nope. Cancel. Scorch going to put the end of that one. Shooting Bonesy out of the sky there.
Just seems like there's conflicting ideas on these soldiers. It's like one goes in, but it's actually not going in. It's a fade, but the other one's supposed to come in, doesn't commit. But you know, but they're going fast. Chauncey going extremely fast with Soul, trying to get the counter off. They're able to get
Scorch on the med.
Cleo
Gets the force.
Get the force. If they just back up, they get flat. No, don't repop. The repop could be bad here. Could be, but if they're able to get the med or the
better.
It will
just
be
cut
good.
off doorways and get frags, honestly, but they only get the demo and the scout. Oh, back cap! Oh, finally.
Oh.
But if you were just able to back up, rotate choke, you would have full add into mid here, but fortunately just the repop and not able to get anything off it. It's now evens on mid here. But they are... But TNF is down a soldier. I wonder if they will try to fast sack or do something off it. They are taking extremely fast Cav. Chauncey going in first, trying to pressure
a little
William
faster
off.
than their soldiers.
But, you know, by the time they got here, the soldiers already bagged. Just cancel and get buff, build, and just chill.
It's time for the Miracle Man to get to work. Davis is gonna be going on the sack. He's setting up in position. His favorite bomb. I know how many clips he's gotten on this. Oh, it looks like they're positioning for a two-man actually with Soul and Davis.
Here we go.
They're both going perfectly synchronized. They split. One rocket on the mid. Can't get it though. But they somehow get two, so it's actually even players. Crisis averted.
Yeah, but no soldier, so I mean, it would be a bit of a chariot kind of situation, just rolling in with the demo spam. But
Take the fight.
that's awkward. You don't want to do that. No, that's
Tech,
awkward.
Yeah, no, Tech would be Tech would be taking the fight with the two soldiers because they're faster to respawn on I think on TNF side, but that's it's official, so experimental only.
Yeah, we only push with full Uber red, and even then it might not work. Overpaid rice farmer sitting on top of the alley spot. Now Chauncey, surely the call has gone out. Bullied off of that position there, and actually Bonesy now spotting through choke, but now they're going to commit through alley valley instead. Now Chauncey just getting bopped around. Overpaid rice farmer sending out the spam, and will they cancel and rotate out? No, Chauncey really wants to go with this, even with overpaid rice farmer just right there. Here we go.
The med is just baiting so far back. They might honestly the drive would be not
They
too
got
bad.
forced.
They
They got forced.
Valley.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Tragic.
TF2esports.com.
www as they're leading.
WTF2esports.com, everyone. W.
As they're leading.
You guys are
mid.
getting it. You guys are getting it now. I love it. TF2
We're beginning to
esports.
believe.
Full ad for Team Name Finger going into second though.
Oh, cheeky from Davis drops down on top of the med with the edge bug. Oh, he's on choke.
Just gets
Of
all the
course.
rockets he wants.
Absolutely nobody to say anything about it. Just waiting in Valley for maybe the collapse. Oh, no, just gonna sail right past Connor, but not gonna let that one go unpunished. So that's a dead Davis. And OnlySpams on their last, getting pressured out. Oh no, right in the face, it really could go down. And there we go to the pipes of Electric. Put them back up in the meantime. Can they stop it? They do, but man, what a scramble back to last. And in the meantime, overpaid Rice Farmer just putting in the work, earning his pay actually after all. And Connor now against
Down
Soul.
4.
No, not gonna work. Not gonna work at all, especially with Freaky Medic coming up on that Uber. So gonna escort the medic out. Connor gonna build while they go. OnlySpams realizing that nobody's here, but Davis hot on the heels, but could get collapsed on by Bonesy. Bit of a mechanic problem there. No, just gets the spam done on him. He decides to retreat out to mid, and actually no, does get caught out. No, survives, escapes. So OnlySpams holding on to their second here, and still no score with 15 minutes to go, man. This is crazy.
Davis
Honestly,
really saved him there. They were trying to rush in through those doors to get to that second, but he just stuffed him with just
Honestly,
enough time.
The med milk with 13 HP. I saw that. Literally didn't pop. W Freaky Medic somehow able to kite that, but again, evens too kind of slow on the push out. So we're just gonna have to wait and see for the TNF side. But as TNF makes away Valley,
Davis high in Valley on the med.
the soldier goes in on the side of TNF, gets nothing. They lose one. They can lose two here if. But the other soldier does get out. So, honestly, it's better for TNF. Somehow Chauncey died in that, which I guess being too aggressive and against the soldier. But now they're up a player on the side of TNF, and they will be sending a soldier off that. Freaky able to surf out, but I'm surprised they didn't try it. But down a P scout. And now somehow TNF is down 2, and now it's looking insanely dryable for the side of OnlySpams. Davis able to go behind. That's going to cause a lot of issues for TNF. Going through choke, going through Valley. They do spot him, so they will be sending a soldier to kind of deal with him, but he is still behind. Aurelia dies. So I think
Davis is on them huge rockets.
Davis is able to drop the medic.
Oh no, another one.
That is
Add it to the count, boys. I think that's number 4.
At what point do you curse out your scouts for letting this guy just roam free?
I think about the first Uber is where I would have lost it, because we're in grand finals, guys. Come on, we had whole season to get this right.
Exactly. I think the issue is that they just sent a soldier to
Aurelia's
Davis
caught.
instead of a scout, but yeah, Aurelia's caught, and now
That's
it's
a very important pick. That's gonna make their full ad push so much easier.
Let's see if they'll.
Are they gonna see this guy in the corner?
Bonesy!
They don't.
It doesn't
somehow
really
pops
matter
early.
though.
Yeah.
They get a
Pops
pick with
early,
it. This
you get
is
the gun.
so good for OnlySpams. They're likely gonna get around here. I don't see why they
Nice.
wouldn't, and they get it. Beautiful.
And you know, just mistakes after mistakes on the side of TNF, and Davis able to capitalize off of. But
kind of a return to form for OnlySpams.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. I think the Miracle Man Davis is making a difference. The drop, the forces, it's really giving them the work, the value that they need. Also, the fact that they're getting these mids is important as well.
Overpaid Rice Farmer in off the fast bomb, lands on the demo, but gets cleared away by Chanchi. Nice try, but no cigar there. And now Bonesy gonna try his luck on the medic. There we go. That's a med pick. So now they just have to bunker up Taylor.
Trades the med.
Nope. No bunker whatsoever. So it's just a slugfest, no medic fight. We're gonna see who comes out on top of this one. Connor on the low ground, gonna do the 1v1 against Scourge, gonna come up wanting. So yeah, team named Finger backing out of this one. OnlySpams once again winning the mid. 12 minutes to go, up 1-0. I don't really see a roll coming on, but I mean, it would be kind of nuts.
Yeah, I mean, their health was just so bad. I think if they were a little healthier and could have taken more space onto second, it could have gone to something, but they just didn't have enough health, enough room to make it happen. So it's going to be another second evens hold, which seems to be a really ideal spot for OnlySpam so far. They're doing really well at converting these points.
Honestly,
a few mistakes here and there, though.
I think this probably would have been the time to break out the crits, because you have a perfect even Uber situation. You just build it a little bit better, get him on like the 20, maybe 25 crits ad, and just send Electric in and let him do his work, because he is surgical with those stickies, as we've seen before.
Also, it would help deal with that medic, like playing so far back.
Yeah,
the soldiers just can't get him, so maybe a sticky knife could be what the doctor ordered.
And you know me, I love crits. I love that aggressive crits play, and this was actually like a textbook situation for it. But even Uber charges for both medics, and now it's just on the soldiers again to see if they can get that very elusive Taylor. Well, sometimes elusive Taylor. Rolling it through Cafe, and here we go. We're going to see it starting to go. Both soldiers have their, well, actually no buffs at all, but they don't even need him. Davis in huge. Fast bomb, and skyboxing Bonesy while Connor clears away the Davis. And yeah, down both soldiers for OnlySpams, and actually Electric get caught out. That's 3 dead, and that's a demo as well. And flooding in, no fear of the stickies here. Scorch doing his best to stop them, but could go down as well, and that's 4 dead. And Chanchi and Freaky might just have to get the hell out of Dodge. And a nice conversion by team named Finger, and Bonesy will still see them off in the second. Gonna make them pay for it if they stay, but the spawn from Davis actually gives him a little bit of a reprieve here. Bonesy able to retreat, but the rest of the team named Finger coming in the other doorways. And surely gonna make the pay if they stay committed to this one. Freaky Medic in the shutter will back out with the rest of the team, so team named Finger rolling on to second, looking to answer back with a point of their own. OnlySpams setting up, but even Uber's all the same. No forces coming out, so that's a bit of a fortune for OnlySpams. They're gonna pick the shutter a bit aggressively. I don't know if I agree with it. No, no, okay. Not as aggressive as I thought. It looked really scary there for a second. No, they're still in lobby. I don't know. Okay. Don't do that to me. Get out of lobby. What are you doing? Stop it. Get out. There you go. Okay.
This might be Nick's head, honestly,
having a last gameplay.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, how's everyone's day going so far? How's your day going so far, Rocker?
I'm about to collapse, honestly.
You know what? It's a little out of pocket, but I almost had a fatal car crash today. That was really fun.
Oh Jesus, man!
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Thankfully, it would have been fatal for them, not me. So
Oh,
not saying I was like running into them. They were in the wrong, but that's besides the point.
Can you elaborate more on that while we have just
Yeah,
sniper
no,
time,
just
please?
we can't leave it on that. What
Yeah.
happened?
All right. Long story short, someone did a ride on red and they went into the middle lane while I was going through a green light. So just not good.
People not paying attention.
But thankfully, my cat-like reflexes, I swerved around them.
Hey,
Cat-like reflexes
all-
or aimer config? These are things that need to be
Bro,
distinguished.
that's all that MGE paying off in your car.
I guess.
Car crash story,
Hey.
nothing happens.
If this
Somehow
guy drove-
people die, but
Car
nothing
crash
really
stories only on Amateur Grand Finals, only on twitch.tv/isjustjazzreal, sponsored by TF2 Esports.
Dude, and then unironically, I almost ran over another person. They were jaywalking again through a green light. They were, and they looked at me like I was in the wrong. It was, but like that's besides the point again.
If you
Don't
play,
jaywalk people, or at least look both ways.
If you drive like you play scrims, you might just be crashing everywhere because you keep throwing them out scrims. But
Nah, but
hopefully,
do that.
hopefully your car insurance is able to take it. But as we take this SES on the top right, nothing happens from it. So
Yeah, I'm on the road like flight reacts in that shoe. You know what I'm talking about?
no.
No.
Okay. Now I look stupid. Thanks.
Well, now to
Just
see what's
save,
really
just
going down to
gotta
the gun there. I don't know. That seems pretty stupid to me. Oh, and Chansey goes down, aggressive as ever. Sniper and
But
Cleo
Aurelia
goes
is
down.
down, so you know, an unfortunate failed counter sack from Davis. You know, for some reason we like demo sticks, and we will just walk into them trying to get the gun down. But you know, we're able to die off that.
Did they
Cleo's up on snipe on spy. Oh my
Okay.
god, the first actual spy play I think of the night. No,
Yeah, that actually
Chansey
committed.
didn't go for one already.
Yeah.
that is true. I think it's because I told him. Hopefully he listened because I told him don't go spy.
Hey,
on
bro
us,
is
but-
on the stock watch too. That's how you know he's got swag.
That's
how you
OG
know he's
right
got
there.
swag.
Spies in.
No
He's
fair.
in a good position.
Oh! No, he doesn't even notice the third soldier. The drop from freaking medic gets stabbed by Cleo, and there we go. Yeah, but it's on third
Bro, they've
soldier.
got,
Okay,
a,
that's
they've got
cool.
a spy and a Pootis. This
Oh.
is incredible tech.
Oh no, just juking and jiving around. Cleo finally goes down. But yeah, the heavy, that's interesting. We're going to bring that in. It's going to be a huge boon, actually, because no Uber to stop the fat DPS from the heavy. Just got to get him there, speaking of fat. Just slowly walking his way in with the Tomislav. Golden as well, swag. But the swag pick from Cleo setting this one up. So we're going to see how Team Finger takes this one. They're down 0-1. 6.5 minutes on the timer, and they're coming in on the top right, already taking down that gun pretty early. The fight on the left between the soldiers going to take up the time. In the meantime, just waiting for the heavy to have some targets onto him. But oh no, the crits.
Don't get much with the Uber.
No.
Heavy v heavy, the heavy on TNF actually turns out to be stronger, and this heavy
is
post just
destroying OnlySpams.
Post.
I don't think the Rockets are going to
No.
be able to kill this massive heavy, and it wins them the round.
and the first
you
time that
go.
the heavy post actually worked out and the taunt
Yeah.
comes out. That is a really cool, unusual. That's,
Hey, chat,
Wait, let me
clip
peep
that.
this. Wait, that actually
Hey,
is kind of
clip
deep.
that.
Looks like
I
a
would
Dota
heavy
2
more if I
item.
saw that.
Bro,
yeah.
incredible strats coming out in this amateur grand finals. Sponsored
Usually
by
you
TFT Esports.
you play an exchange with the heavy and post, but I guess they didn't expect to actually get the drop with the med, and that heavy and full ad worked.
But as you roll out to another mid, Aurelia, Davis getting behind, Aurelia getting good spam off, but THP does get a bow. They are rotating.
Davis gets the flank.
Only spams Aurelia just walking in, able to get a pipe on the
Oh
med,
no.
and able to actually convert. The med is now down for the set. Only
Oh,
spams.
The health is
and
Oh,
it
Taylor.
happens.
Into the loving arms of Davis in the choke as well. What a
This is
time
a
to
crazy
pause.
screenshot moment. Do you guys see this?
Yeah.
This is tech right here. There's four
Listen.
people looking at the medic.
I don't want to be that guy, but I think we all see the writing on the wall for why they paused here. This is just the worst possible thing for Team Name Finger. This is a situation that can very easily lead to a round if they play it right. And seeing as they did pause, well, that implies many things.
It can only mean one thing in a situation like you said. It's so obvious.
I think the med,
Yeah.
I think the med lives here. I know. I'm putting
It's the
money
edge
down
bug and
10
then
to
just
1.
yeah.
Lands on his head, maybe edge bugs on him, low guys hits a surf, and then he actually lands back on bats, and it's evens. I think that's probably what happens.
On delicate cat feet, absolutely.
Yes.
I don't
Actually,
know,
he
man.
might the medic might just kill 3 people. It might go that way. You can't really tell in these types of things.
Well, Medic is a fragging class. It's been true since Team Fortress Classic, and it has not changed at all since 1998. So,
I'm glad you brought
Crusade's
that up.
crossbow does 75 damage, bro. Like you got to be shooting those.
yeah. I mean,
I
they
think
had
it's-
to. They had to nerf the Medic because if he had grenades still, yeah, it would just be too much. So they only left in the crossbow, you know.
You know, I'm very glad someone pointed out in chat that thank God they paused. They almost lost their med. That is true.
Hey,
the pause actually
Save
saved
while
the
he's
med.
frozen in time.
You know who posted that? That was Midcliff, the founder
Oh yeah.
of. Hey, say it with
TF2
say it with me. Say it with me.
esports.com.
TF2esports.com.
W.
The proud sponsor
WW.
of our stream. Anyway, we're milking this joke. It's been this has been a ripping grand
It
finals.
ain't no
by the
joke.
way. It's not a
Yeah.
joke. It's not a joke because it is the premier TF2 esports website. But hey, what a grand finals to be sponsored by TF2esports.com. Like we are going down to the wire, back
Yeah.
and forth action, like crazy bombs, crazy last pushes, crazy last holds. Like, hey, the NG with the pyro top right, top left, I guess, if you're holding. And then the heavy push coming in to win the round. We're seeing strats we've never thought we'd ever. This is honestly, as if I'm being real, this is why I love amateur TF2.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Because
Very scrappy.
Yeah, because there is a level of imperfection because teams are still figuring out the ebb and flow of the game. Sometimes you can just do shit, and I think it at times it's a division that really rewards creativity in your approach. Like, I don't think you could pull off some of this stuff in Invite, not because the strat is necessarily bad, but because at that level the players are so quick to react
Mission
to anything.
ends in 30 seconds.
Whereas in amateur, like, you can just do shit. I did.
You can go base jumper on last.
Davis is just getting away with a lot more than he should be because I don't know. These scouts aren't really tracking him. But
what I'll say too is like, and we'll get more into this after tonight's match. But like, playing this season in amateur, shout out 30 characters, all my teammates. It was some of the most fun TF2 I'd had, just because it became like, it even at higher levels in like IM and main, it starts to become like really refined. Whereas there it's just like we're just doing shit. We're just doing shit. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad we've been able to cover it here on twitch.tv/JustJazzReal on this amateur grand final, season 20 grand finals amateur, tf2esports.com. You know the drill. And by the way, there is no casters command in my chat because I don't have it set up. But I can tell you, it's Foe, myself, Just Jazz, #1 rocker, who's actually my #1 guy, believe it or not, in the Pook. So this is like the gang. This is the squad. This is the squad that has been proud to bring you this RGL Season 20 Amateur Grand Final on twitch.tv/JustJazzReal, sponsored by tip2esports.com. It's been a great time. And I hope all the viewers have been enjoying it so far.
Well,
I mean,
if they haven't been, I don't want to tell them. Yeah, seriously, fuck them.
Have we done any predictions, by the way, that's going to happen post-pause?
No, I don't want to. I do not want to.
What?
It's too close. Like, this is serious as a heart attack, you know? Just
Well, I'm just talking about why they paused.
Oh, well, no, it's obvious. It's obvious. Taylor hits the edge bug, gets a 5K, and then they're just like, what the fuck just happened? Obviously. There we go.
Oh, we're live.
Damn, I'm wrong. I was so wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. I don't play this game.
Taylor immediately
Everyone's
dies.
just
Soldier
dying
gets picked
on
up on mid.
finger.
Now it's just chaos in the Death Valley on red side. Soldier dies, Scout dies, and they're able to get a mid off that.
Yeah, I have egg on my face because, boy, I did not see it going that way whatsoever. Whatsoever. Who could? You'd have to have ESP or wall hacks. Like, anyway.
I think the cast has got to retry to fix these demo bugs real
Well,
quick.
I'm way ahead of you, baby. We have TNF on the plat. On the plat, just building with the scout, but still a 30% Uber advantage for Freaky Medic in the interim, and these stickies need to be cleared away. Thank you. Thank you for deigning to do your job, scouts. How nice of you. So yeah, just a standard hold now, but yeah, that Uber advantage in the hands of Freaky Medic not being respected, and they could actually just launch on them. Yeah, if they spot this out, which they need to be doing. They're kind of all bunched up here, but here comes Soul. They have to be calling it now. They have to know they have to.
It looks like they want to take it.
There we go. Demo in on the top rope electric, but Taylor wise to it, immediately out in dungeon. But they do get the frags and the melt thing from TNF. Yeah, we'll take it. Medic can't heal anybody if they're all dead, right? Can't build up Uber, so.
4 people dead. I mean, you just send a sack or just try to get the point here.
They might be able to get in and fast, really fast, get the point here. That's exactly what they're doing.
Denied.
The scout dies early, not able to get the Uber off in time, or even get Uber in general. But you know, now we can see the pause happen. Yeah, 20 at Uber. Actually, able to convert. It was good.
Yeah,
it was
you gotta
good.
take it.
That's what you love to see.
2-1.
As Banny time looms, OnlySpams has a lead. It's very important. TNF will have to win 2 rounds in a row.
This is kind of where you park the bus, and if you're TNF, this is where you kind of do balls to the walls, everything to try to get 1 point off. 3 minutes is the time you have to kind of do whatever you want. But as we go into another mid here, TNF rolling out through choke. OnlySpams taking the fast into calf kind of rotation, denies the soldier. Scout able to get through the counter rotate from
Davis.
TNF able to work out well.
Better for
OnlySpams. Aurelia and Nuke and 4 people dying for that is really bad. And Taylor's somehow playing a different game already on last, but that's what you kind of want to see from him. 30 ad if they're able to get beam on and you know, even more.
Rocker, the funny
And that was looking really good for him.
The funny thing is, Rocker, you and I were both med mains by trade.
Yeah.
And like within a few seconds of that mid starting to shake out, I knew if I was on TNF, I would have been out like 20 seconds before Taylor was out. Fair play for Taylor being out. But sometimes you know how it's like you start the mid fight, something goes your way, you just do a quick scan, everybody's like falling or in bad position, and you're like, all right, see you later, and you dip.
Yeah, sometimes you just had to abandon them. Like, you can't really feel bad about it. Taylor getting popped up in force. That's such a late pop, though. I don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't see any other damage coming in, but
Just
I guess
the
there was
fear. The fear. I mean,
The
I don't
aura.
blame her. I get it, but you gotta kind of open your eyes and realize that the demons aren't real this time.
I don't know. The Davis is the man
The
to
Davis
fear.
Aura. Davis Aura, now they're trying, OnlySpams trying to drive through choke, full ad here on the side. The soldier does come from Cav, able to get a few rockets off, does get Chauncey off, and that kind of will impede their dry out, but Scorch able to take out the spot of Chauncey, and they will
Yeah.
be able to get 2 off that, so
Ooh, they
stacking
played it
2,
right.
getting
Take this into
Chauncey.
second real fast.
Yeah, they don't even really need to
Ooh.
stack too much because that
Yeah,
soldier overpay's
they're
coming
gonna-
up either way.
All right, it's gonna be even then.
It's
It was
probably
a
even out on
pretty
2,
small
but
timing, but they could have taken it.
Well,
We'll see,
the
'cause
important thing is that they didn't get forced because Freaky Medic actually took a very long bait in choke, so that was actually really well played by him.
Soul getting a couple rockets off, not able to get the force. So now TNF for the counter sack.
And I think this is about the time that OnlySpams wants, because the more they can chew off this time before continuous overtime, they just have to get one more and they don't run into an awkward situation where they cap before the continuous overtime and then they have to get one more. And then maybe that's the time that TNF chooses to strike, you know? So this time running out is absolutely in their favor, and TNF has to be feeling the strain now.
Exactly.
Oh, it's looking like a 2-man. Medics, Freaky Medic's buffing up both soldiers. Or
We'll see. We'll see.
have to go for it. Oh yes, they're getting into position.
But as the combo for OnlySpams tries to draw Eyes Valley for the soldiers to be able to bomb choke, both soldiers going in.
Oh,
Both one rocketing the guy on the hole there. Davis getting nothing, trading out, and Soul living with his life. So that will be their lackluster sack. And TNF going for the counter sack through choke. Immediately denied as everyone's looking choke. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. They both just kind of penciled into Cafe at this. Yeah, it looked really beautiful. You know, it was like, you know, synchronized swimming, but
synchronized
yeah,
checks.
synchronized swim over to the med instead of some random guy in Cafe.
Wait, this is a cool unusual by Cleo, not gonna lie. As we sit on this last, but we are now entering banning time, so advantage honestly for the set of OnlySpams, because TNF does have to win 2 rounds in a row, and on Sunshine, it's pretty damn hard. So
Yeah.
as both soldiers will get buffed, ready for the sack wave again. The OnlySpams will look to be pressuring Calf. Traps above the door. Chauncey does spot them, thank God.
The
And-
solo this time. Davis
and-
bumps his head though.
They both missed their
beef.
jump.
Okay, the stacks aren't looking too pretty
Oh,
from
no.
OnlySpams.
Battle of the Chuds.
Oh, no.
Both soldiers get caught out. Not what you want to see, but honestly, you know, something's got to happen. So now TNF will be able to probably drive this through pretty damn easily. And they're already through choke. Could call the
Those
exchange.
soldiers just
That would
stopped
be pretty
them
good,
at
but
all.
they're just going to, you know, just flip-flop.
Bonesy.
And now they're holding 2.
Spotted out on the flank, Bonesy just backs away, and yeah, both medics on Uber, so TNF once again having to prove that they can indeed sack in. Certainly it has to go better than those last 2 attempts from OnlySpams, I have to say. That was pretty beefy, and not in a good way.
Yeah, not what you want to get around, I'll say. Maybe if you're just having fun, but this is grand finals. Gotta be hitting those jumps. Then it gets the force. From the high bomb in the valley, it's beautiful.
Bring
Teammate
it to
Finger
your
is
side.
backing up to Cafe. I mean, Davis just forces whenever he likes.
Yeah, I got to give MVPs to the soldiers of OnlySpams. That one I am sure of predicting, because absolutely without them this would be an entirely different match for OnlySpams. But we're not out of it yet. It's still 2-1, favor of OnlySpams, continuous overtime. TNF has to be absolutely perfect from here on out, however, so no more mistakes coming in
They
hot.
go fast here. They can catch the whole combo. Electric's in. Oh, but it's not enough. They escaped through dungeon. That was really close. But it's gonna be full disc for the side of OnlySpams now. But again, they're probably not gonna use out.
Sitting on last full ad, or honestly 60 ad here, you know, do you really want to take it on
Yes!
official where you lose?
Yes, that is so
Well,
pushing.
they-
Show them who's
they-
boss.
You
Never
push
mind.
it. You push that.
Even if they wanted to, losing Rice Farmer right there just put the death sentence on that play. And they're in.
Oh my god.
Two
medic.
soldiers in, already the medic's cutting in the spawn, but they do get the space because
They're just drawing it because they have picks. Oh, but it's quickly deteriorating. They need to get out, or anyone else dies.
Hey, but that was really good though. The med, you know, the med kited in the spawn, and you know they took the space left, and unfortunately nothing happened with it. But you know, it's ideas. We got thinkers on the team. That's kind of what you need.
Thinking now, it's good.
We take
Albert Einstein.
initiative in this RGL Season 20 Amateur Grand Finals only on twitch.tv/StressCastReels, sponsored by TF2 Esports. I got it down now. I've got it down. It's only,
Hell yeah.
It's only taken until the last, like, banning time of the cast.
It's
But we're-
alright. Some of us are slow learners.
But we're having fun.
But-
We're having fun.
True.
Oh yeah, no, I'm riveted. A little bit
Alright.
worn out right now, but riveted all the same.
Dude, this game is actually, like, properly going down to the wire. This
Yeah.
has been a beautiful Grand Final series.
The
Oh,
closest.
land gun is back.
I haven't been able to get up from my seat. I have the gamer bucket ready.
Yeah.
But,
Yes.
Smart.
Gun up
The
on
gamer
top
bucket.
left.
My man.
Gun up on top left. I wonder if they will actually be able to spam out. It seems like we're trapping everything
going
but
for some
the
picks.
gun. But you know, just for some reason we're peeking into a pyro up on sniper, but somehow
Gets him.
able to.
This is gonna make. Oh,
Peeking into the gun.
Gets the pipe.
Hey,
Electric, you gotta
getting
go
two
kill that gun.
Yeah, getting 2 out for Chauncey is pretty
Oh.
good, but they want to take the space
Oh.
left, but Soul unfortunately dying because of the traps. That second time we're able to gate value
and Davis
off.
dies as well.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, die to traps. It's what they say. But
Won't get fooled again.
Bro, I've been saying that for years. To tell you that much.
Not
But-
me.
now
I
as
run
we
into this shit all the
reset,
time.
nothing ever happens.
I don't know
Back
if I'm
to the
being
same
like a
old,
big
same
old noob or something, but I feel like Electrics, they gotta like tank him after they killed that pyro. Like, kill that gun and take the right spot. It's so much better for drawing in. You have that high ground, but they just can't really like not feed people into this last.
Oh, teleport advantage for all these spams. I gotta go.
Yeah, huge teleporter advantage just acquired. This will change the pace of the game.
It's over. It's over for TNF now. Actually, it might be. Oh, that air shot. Woo! But the stickies answer back. Aurelia. Oh no, you don't. Takes down both soldiers in one fell swoop. The air shot. Okay, you got your clip, but you got to cut that clip off pretty quick.
Oh no, they got forced in dungeon.
Oh no. Well, there's a clip for you.
Oh, but do they know? I wonder if they will actually end up taking this.
Yeah,
this
just
ad out again,
switch to
but
your crossbow. Switch to your crossbow. Nobody saw
There's a
that.
minute left. They're just
honestly,
gonna
40
reset
seconds.
it,
You're
I
gonna
think.
you're gonna have to take these change hard build and just heavy and post could be good right now. Maybe someone goes all the way back to spawn and tries to get heavy up, but
Wait, Davis is up on sniper.
There we go.
sniper with 40 seconds. I mean, you're just
Hold your breath,
you're just
hold
hoping
your
for a Hail
breath.
Mary. Let's see if the aimer works out for him. It worked out for one of our other teammates, but does he have what it takes to try to drop the med here?
Does he have
As he
swagger?
peeks at the top right,
He's not gonna be able to peek right.
again, we just
Should've
want to
pulled
keep peeking
Darren.
into the pyro. Pyro
You got a
mind
hero
control
peek left. I
virus.
think that's the only way.
But 20 seconds, you might as well just take the exchange. Sniper in post could be good if he's actually able to convert, but honestly, I'd rather have Davis up on Soldier.
Nah, bro, break the heavy out. Break the heavy. That's the shit we want to
They're-
see.
Going through
God.
dungeon, they use. Still haven't put the. Oh, Team Name Finger pops. The gun is still alive. The gun is still alive. The gun finally dies. It's
2 seconds of cap
kinda
time.
good for
Should just be
either.
reset, yeah.
yeah. If there was cap time, maybe I don't know. The health was pretty bad on OnlySpams, so they probably would have gotten cleaned out.
Well, it's coming down to the wire. They're pulling out all the tricks and just seeing what sticks to the wall at this point because we're 3 maps in. Fatigue. is
That's for all the
definitely a factor.
marbles.
Yeah, fatigue is definitely a factor here as well. I mean, it has to be setting in. I don't know. It just doesn't seem feasible to me that they're not getting a little bit worn out by this. I mean, it's just the bombs are starting to look a little bit sloppy from OnlySpams, Picks not really where you should be. just, I don't know, but we're rolling out to yet another mid. Soldier in big, overpaid Rice Farmer onto Chauncey, and instant
nice.
Taylor.
Get 2.
Hate to see it.
Kinda, now it's turning into a DM fest.
Uh-oh, both soldiers extremely weak.
Or can maybe get 2 here. Oh, soldier bombs out. All right,
Okay.
that's a 1 mid for team name Finger.
Point is being captured.
Very close.
Yeah, it wasn't a certain
Surprised
thing.
Scorch wasn't already up on gun when I tabbed back in, but hopefully they'll be able to hold 2. It is 15 dis, so if TNF wants to put on the big balls, they might be able to drive this in. But looking how it's been all game, I doubt it. You know, that's something maybe OnlySpams would do, but as we just kind of wait and you know,
Both teams just gonna build it out.
this game could just go on forever, and
Yeah, we're already past midnight now, so.
I feel like I already know. I feel like I already know all my casters by heart. You know, maybe trust them with my firstborn, but
You guys are
We're
all
here for the long haul.
definitely invited to the wedding for sure.
oh my god.
Yeah, Jazz and I are getting married.
That'll be.
Congratulations.
Got you off guard with that one,
Yeah,
huh?
you did.
Oh, but they do take the 15
Dude's in on evens.
Calf, but unfortunately, it's already evens by the time they do take the exchange. Now Chauncey, it's way better for Chauncey. If
No
they're
way
actually
they
looking at the
lead.
Post.
Oh!
But for some reason, Chauncey gets dropped into Uber, and then the freaking medic dies, and the post is just non-existent. Everyone's just coordinated, and nothing ever, nothing collapses. But now they just have to cap 2 and hold. This is a bin moment if I've ever seen one. If
Spawn camp. Spawn camp, please!
You gotta kill the Putis!
Oh my god.
No!
And Taylor's alone in dungeon, caught out! Oh my god.
No!
It's a complete disaster.
No!
It's a disaster!
You can't script a game
Nah,
like this. You
bro.
just can't.
Nah. Hey, that was
Pulling
fun.
up Dota 2 caster lines now. This is how bad it's getting.
Well, I mean, bad for one team, better for another, but it seems to be flip-flopping, seesawing. But that's a tug-of-war that is 5 CP and 6v6 TF2. Breaking through the choke and the Bonesy bomb, bleh, to put the stop to it. OnlySpams trying to muscle their way into choke, but just some stiff resistance from TNF kind of bully them back.
Solid bomb. Completely stuffed that push onto mid. They could have lost mid there, but OnlySpams
But now-
respected it enough to back out.
About 50 ad here. I wonder if they will actually, you know, try to do something aggro with this, or you know, hopefully
Well, they're
convert
going
this
for
into
it.
a round. But you know, soul through, and they used pretty early, not able to get nothing off this. TNF is, you know, kited the Zuber pretty well.
Completely kited it.
Just a weird, you know, kind of a weird pop, in my opinion. I don't know what the call was there, but now it's full dis.
That
And,
was
TNF going through Valley, trying to get, you know, something off this. Hopefully a Forrest Davis, kind of in a bad spot for the Forrest, but he's out, and they will just be able to get back on mid. And a fight happening in house and calf, but you know, still able to live with his life and get away.
really wants to take this through while Freaky Medic is only at 65 Uber, and yeah, OnlySpam, sense in danger, gonna just retreat. That was enough of a delay. Hopefully they can get it up for last in time, but I don't know. Already on the cap, and overpaid Rice Farmer looking to get something going in early. Where is his camera? No, he's actually deciding not
It
to.
doesn't seem like they do it. It doesn't seem like they want to take it. Probably the smarter choice.
Yeah.
They'd have to be pretty dang fast to want to be able to take that. But yeah, super unfortunate mid pop into just the trickle down
I think
effect
to
of
milk
losing
it
mid
a
and
little
losing
more, I
second.
think.
Not even milk. I mean, you just get in for free. Just full ad. They have to. They just
really?
feed in, you just get that butt.
Speaking of feed,
Belly feeding. Hopefully Davis with the counter sack.
He's getting his
It seems like
buffs.
no one's going, but you know, Chauncey might
Davis is
be
going, he's in.
Be bringing the metal out on Shutter, just
Oh!
shooting him down.
Gets 2 rockets, but not enough damage.
But yeah, that was pretty good pressure. Heavy and Shutter, one on bats or bats. Somehow Soul gets.
We have a heavy peeking Shutter.
Bat Scout,
Just
yeah.
having a little bit of fun. Maybe padding the DPM a little bit. I don't blame him.
It's a good shout right there. Good shout. But Chauncey up.
Checking classes.
Just spy checking. Not taking it out.
Oh my!
Thank God.
Rice Farmer walks over like 5 sticks and nobody notices. Neither party. likes to see anything.
Ninja.
I should have told Electric about these traps on left, on this, on this left-hand side, and this little, the panel on the wall.
And the
You can
power
hide it
box
in there.
thing?
Yeah, they use that in,
Oh, it's
Poland, I'm
devious.
pretty sure. It's devious. Keep that to yourself. But, Chauncey up on Sniper. Scorch gun able to kill one, so he will have revenge crits when it does inevitably, or when it does go down. But, it doesn't
Glow
seem like the
stick
counter's
can
going.
do
Oh,
incredible.
actually, Davis threw on Dungeon and not able to get anything. A little late of a sack.
Oh, but they lose Electric
will
too.
also be
Yeah.
dying for it. And Cleo is up on Spy. Now, we've seen Cleo Spy before.
Yeah.
Able to drop the med. So we'll see if it's able, if Cleo is able to convert this again.
Freaky Medic
Scorch
has to
defending the
remember
gun with his life, but he has a
Oh.
gazillion revenge crits. So
Spy in their
he's
face.
terrified.
Are they gonna expect a?
They could just go for a spy cap if they push out. Looks like they're trying. No, never mind. I misread that one. Going for the
Oh, but-
demo.
Oh, he's going. He was
The
disguised as
Electric gun spotted.
as a heavy too. I don't know if anybody noticed. Big ol'
Just
heavy.
slipping away, grabbing the ammo pack. Stock invis watch. I love it, baby. Oh, don't eat the spam as you go by. Oh, living dangerously, Cleo. Doesn't
Going
even
for
need to get
round
the sapper
two.
out. Yeah.
Holy spams, they got the chicken with
bump.
their head cut
It's
loose.
bumped.
Just, but in
Here we
that
go.
spawn, unspotted.
He's
No shot. No
watch
shot.
out, there's no
Two
way.
in a row.
There's no way. He
Clowning.
was completely uncloaked and walked on a point and still got a stab.
He has to go for the ammo pack, surely. No, he's just got to go for round 3, baby. The medic. No. Oh, he goes for the sap instead of the backstab. That
No,
surely would have been
bro.
it, but he got the sapper out for some reason. Oops.
No, because he had
After all that.
he had the spicicle, and the pyro
Yeah.
got to him just in time.
Oh,
no. You gotta
okay.
get off the Spycicle, bro.
Kind of a throw,
Stock
but
knife is the way.
damn.
But
Yeah,
honestly,
that is
only-
tragic.
Bicycle. I don't
only
know.
Hey,
spams
A
are
no.
drop right
like
there
a-
would
Hey,
have
just real
maybe
quick.
won them the whole thing.
Low key,
30 seconds.
big earner and TF26 is spy. If
All
you're on,
right,
if,
shut
no,
up. No,
if you're on stock
no.
invis watch, get in, get out.
20 seconds. They're gonna go for an exchange through the right door here.
I know Grape Juice has got me with that theory, right? Grape Juice, say yes to Josh.
But
Chauncey already there with
it's just he's
with the
just stuffing
stuff, and it's
everything.
just-
Oh my
He's air blasting
The best
3
thing.
Uber people. It's as good as you could ever
He
want.
might air blast them all the way back to their spawn with how good it was, but I mean they're just kind of taking right, getting cap time.
They have a little bit of cap time, but Electric
Losing
is
three is
gonna be
already
melting them on
bad.
point with these stickies, and it's
Just kill
gonna
mine.
be
There we go.
a reset. Unless no, they're going for it.
I don't think they're
No, they're not. Resets. That was close. Imagine if he wasn't on Spycicle and he got the drop.
Yeah. that
Very
would've been
different
really-
timeline that would have been.
I'm trying to pierce through the veil to the other timelines. Yeah, no, they absolutely would have been. It would have been 2-2, but instead it's still 2-1. OnlySpams in the lead, but looking shakier as they go along. TNF starting to figure out what works. Certainly the Cleo spy. So it's going to be in the back of their minds as we roll out to another mid. Misses the Surf Electric.
Which you look at the time, it's nothing o'clock. 45-minute game so far. Davis able to fight the guy up on Bell Tower, not able to get anything though. 16 HP, he's pretty much up the fight. Both soldiers up the fight on the side of OnlySpams. Really good health on the side of TNF, and you know they should just be leaving here. They might just be
Not
caught
enough
out.
space.
Like, you know, Electric gets caught out. Scorch gets out.
Salvage.
Davis gets the med.
A salvage play. Wow. I
Would
would
you
be getting
expect
mad
him
at
to
Need
be
him
Davis,
most. He's
but-
there.
But,
But
you
it's
know,
still
they
gonna
get this
have to-
too. They will need to use this if they actually want to use what Davis gave them. Davis gave them the world. Is he able to use?
Yeah. Oh,
Chauncey
yeah.
taking a sand blast through Shutter. Able to get Aurelia, but 2 go behind. But they haven't kept 2 yet. Do they know that?
No,
but
don't
able
even
to get
care. Uh-oh. Oh!
and Freaky Medic does
Bonesy.
go down, and a pause happens. A little scary.
Oh,
spicy!
no.
Freaky Medic go down in the
It could
pause.
Only
What could
mean
happen?
one thing.
Hey.
I think these are the most
Hey.
obvious pauses.
Nah, dude, you know what this means? You know
Yeah?
what that means?
Yeah?
It's time to plug them. Hey, guys, this is a quick pause. Shoutouts, tf2esports.com. Go check them out right now. They are the proud sponsors of the RGL Season 20 Sixes Amateur Grand Finals. Team name Finger versus OnlySpams. Only on twitch.tv/isjustjazzreal. Okay, 2-1 infinite overtime going. This is some of the most exciting TF2 I've seen. We've had it all. The only thing we're missing is the final cap, but you're not going to see it anywhere else. So hit that follow button. Hey, we've gotten a lot of followers from this stream, which I do appreciate. Hit that follow button.
Hell yeah.
Hit that. Make sure you clip in. Send it to tan.tf. Not that it's going to matter because I'm just going to stream scrims and then playoffs next season. But you know the drill. You know the vibes. And we hope, I personally, as the guy who's been pressing the buttons and organizing stuff behind the scenes, I hope everybody has enjoyed it. Hit those wide duck asses in the chat too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we want. TF2esports.com. Go make your picks. All right, goodbye.
Quick point check for the medics. Look at this. Taylor sitting at 114 points. Freaky medic at 139. If you needed any other indicator as to how long this game has been going on. We've been here for a while, folks, and I don't think we're going to see daylight anytime soon. Well, actually, we might, considering how late this is probably going to go. It's already past midnight, like I said, so I don't know, man. Might be the longest TF2 game ever, series ever, at this rate.
It's just a fucking bare knuckle brawl, man. It's their fight. Both sides are going all out. It's really like this is like the best like watching experience it could possibly be. Map 3, tied game, final round. It can't get any better.
Yeah. Pretty epic. Pretty epic. And I'm honestly surprised that this is the closest. Well, I guess not really. I would have expected a few more closer matches in the playoff series. But I mean, hey, what way to have a grand finale than with just 3 maps and neck. Like the first 2, right? 4-0, 4-1 for either team on each other's map picks. And then we just have this just even decider map. Like I said, just so deadlocked in this one. I'm not making a reference to that game. Anyway, yeah, it's just...
Goated game.
Yeah, I disagree. But it's just disagree. Pandemonium, all the same. Neither team can really get the advantage over the other. Beef last pushes, beef mid pushes, beef uber pushes. It's just beef. Thank God these guys are not delicatessen owners because they would have way too much to sell. Just saying. All right,
anyway, about Deadlock. About Deadlock.
All right, yeah, let's talk about Deadlock. What about Deadlock, huh?
What do you not like about Deadlock?
Everything.
What?
Oh, that's not very fair, is it?
Well, that's not fair. You can't.
The game already exists. It's called Dota 2. Why are we doing this?
No.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
Ice Frog even made it. Like, what is he?
When
Dota?
When I buy items, I don't want to be buying the right hand of like Azrioth or whatever. I just want to be buying extra health and extra regen. These are things that I just want. It's the easiest to get into.
Bo does have trouble reading basic words, so Deadlock does appeal to him.
I don't know. Every character's really good. You know, every character feels overpowered. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's part of the problem, isn't it? That only works in fighting games, I feel.
I don't know. When I start off the game and I see who's in the other lane and I see, damn, it's these 2 people. I say that all the time, and that's kind of what you want from a game.
I feel like I've just seen a ghost.
Yeah.
Am I the only caster?
No, you saw that. I saw that.
What just happened?
I saw something that I will not
Shout out
mention.
CO. Shout out Josh.
Shout outs Josh. Shout outs Josh of Fireside. Cass A. Quick shout outs to Josh of Fireside Cass. One of the great titans of industry within TF2.
Absolutely.
His contributions to Fireside Land and Fireside's cast and many other Fireside things will never be forgotten. We love Josh on this stream. We love Josh. We love Antlers too. And we love TF2esports.com.
Oh my God.
Big W's.
You know it was coming. And the game's live.
Pause happens.
We're live.
Game's live. Scorch able to kill the guy on 2, and that looks like a pretty easy 2 cap. You know, trying to refight mid, I guess. Or they already have one.
I kind of forgot where we were at in this one.
As I hit the fat retry.
Same.
Yeah, it's gotta be ad for the side of team named Finger.
Yes, by about 20. 25. And Chauncey's just idle on cap. That was it.
Attack pause
Had
or
to have been,
something.
right?
Soul also getting cleaned up.
Okay,
somehow. 4 down on the side of OnlySpams.
We don't know what happened.
Pause. Are we mentally okay? But now
maybe like some sort of alien beamed him up in a ship and he wasn't at his computer or
We are
something.
in the beam.
Something happened there.
But they will be wanting to take this to a very good aggressive Uber, kind of what you need for kind of a salvage. To
Spam the door.
In, but they're taking this fast into left, getting the 3 picks that are free on left. heavy up in post, but what's
Uber.
but they do kill
the
Uber
repop.
though. They do kill the scout.
But they're
Everyone
just gonna
else is
get
kind of
collapsed,
hiding
I
behind
feel.
corners.
It's an
Scorch
easy
able to
kite.
pick off a soldier, give
Yeah.
us, and it's just a non-existent collapse or just everything.
Oh,
So that
finally.
would be pause.
finally, a
Oh my,
reprieve.
this is it. The whole season's leading up to this point. The fucking final round of grand finals for the amateur season.
You can't
Who
make
can
up
win it
cinema better
out?
than this. The Odyssey, La La Land. What like we got grand.
Fuck all that
finals.
noise, bro. It's all about the grand finals in
We
AM.
got TNF OnlySpams grand finals with two teams that kind of unexpected.
Really,
I don't wanna say
really
that
slow to
with,
this mid.
But Davis hiding in the corner. He's done this before. It's a very good strat.
He's spotted.
But unfortunately,
He's on the med!
Team has
Oh,
and gets the 2 rocket off the med. Dies.
Uh-oh.
And
to-
freaky medic
oh,
survive.
the stickies from Electric.
Oh my god.
And Chauncey onto overpaid
It's
Rice
gonna be a
Farmer.
wipe. It's gonna be
It's
a
a
wipe for Oldham.
nuke.
And it's what
Oh
you
my
want.
God, this is
Full
a-
team wipe with
This is
Ash. There
literally
should
the
be a
best
round for it.
possible scenario for OnlySpams.
Oh my god, and just like that, I think that's the third or fourth wipe now, and OnlySpam showing up huge. The
Okay,
Sticky's last
okay.
second on the
Now
wall from
Will-
Electric saved his medic, dude. That's so clutch. Told you, surgical with those things, man. Holy cow.
Now, will Chong
Yeah,
be
believe.
able to convert? We've
I don't
seen
know.
it before where he's not able to, and 70 ad here. Will he be able to
Okay,
convert a
can-
full
if
ad
he
into
can just
last?
convert this,
could
the
be
season
the end
is
of grand
theirs.
finals. They spotted the gun on the right, so they just want to use right, get the gun, stabilize, maybe collapse. But
Going,
as the Uber goes
going.
out, the gun is moved to under. Not able to spot it. Chonchi going for
Good
cap
cap
time. Good
time.
cap time.
Oh,
About
no.
75%.
Good pick,
There's
good pick.
71.
Oh! They're down
Flash
3.
on
This
left
is it.
nuclear.
OnlySpams.
Chauncey, last alive, and that'll be all she wrote for this humdinger of a series. Your finals champions of amateur
Fuck.
season 20.
Oh my
OnlySpams
God.
3-2 on Sunshine. They brought it to a third map. They brought it to bandy time and then some, but they finally pulled it out. OnlySpams your winner, baby. Take a bow. You've earned it.
Okay. And both teams, what a fucking series. This is This is
Yeah.
legit some of the best, most enjoyable TF2 I've watched in a while.
Absolutely. Right there with you.
Fuck yes. And, I'll do a little clicker fake. All right, one of our guys got to the grand finals, okay? He won. Okay, we got a little bit of the victory in this one.
You got to take it where you can. I mean, that's big ups. Big ups. Big ups to both teams. That was a hell of a series. I kind of thought it was going to go that way, but it kind of seemed, like we said, we were kind of doubtful, I was anyway, that OnlySpams was going to be able to pull it out, considering everything. TNF looks so good, but there it is, man. OnlySpams proving me wrong. And
Hey,
style.
I asked you earlier, man. Do you believe in fairy tales? I do, bro. I believed. I believed.
I do now. I'm seeing dragons flying over my head right now, dog. It's crazy. Or maybe
What
I'm on
a
ketamine. I don't
fucking
know.
performance.
Logs.
That was just awesome from both sides.
What a season full of mishaps, misfortunes, glory, and I don't know, inglory. But teams
glory.
getting dropped, DQ cheaters, underdogs winning.
OnlySpams
It's kind of-
somehow
it's kind of-
finds their way to the win. It's just
An
crazy. It's
crazy
actually a nuts
season.
story from them.
A crazy fucking season. As we look at these logs, what's like the biggest thing to note here? It's just like kind of a 50-minute game log. I don't know.
Kind of just one of those.
Davis almost dropped a 40 bomb, maybe in the wrong category.
Yeah, well, the amount of salvage and everything else he did.
No, yeah, he definitely.
Those deaths were
are-
impact. That was it.
Yeah, those are all value deaths. I will not discredit that. Oh, it looks like we might be getting some of the players
Bro,
in here.
we're gonna get
Speak with
some
the
interviews.
winners.
We're gonna get some
Get 'em in.
interviews, but before we bring them in, I'm not gonna plug TF2esports.com, our proud
thank God.
sponsor of this RGL Season 20 Amateur Grand Finals on Twitch.tv/isjustjezreel, sponsored by TF2 Esports. That was not gonna happen.
Bruh.
I do want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in. This was
Yes.
a really entertaining game. This was massively
Yes.
entertaining. Just a quick request: please hit that follow button. Not that it matters, because I'm not going to be doing Twitch streams except like scrims and then playoffs next season. But whatever, who cares? Just follow me. It's fine. That's what I want.
Just do it.
Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for tuning in. we're gonna bring these players in, and let me drag them right quick. We got Chauncey, Davis, Electric, Freaky Medic, Scorch, and then Soul. What's going on, fellas? Hey, what a
congrats, guys.
Game.
Congrats.
What a
Congrats.
fucking game.
Did you ever think you would be joining this VC talking about your win after this season?
Yeah, we just made it close for content, so.
Oh yeah.
So it was whatever. I mean, it wasn't even close, but like literally, as soon as we were up 2-1, we took the pause, or they took the pause. We were thinking, man, how do we throw this to make it fat, like to make it close? So that's what we were doing.
You know what? Thanks for the content. We're all so thankful for you.
You know, sorry about the two and a half hour grand final, but you know. Had to do it for the fans, y'all.
Hey, we're gonna be gracious winners here because we're also about to drag in Aurelia and Taylor as well.
Well, wait, can I say one more thing?
Who for the record? Let me finish. Who for the record? I thought had a great game and a great season. Say what you're gonna say, and then I'm gonna drag him in.
Shout out to my girlfriend. She's watching with her family.
Hey, we're not doing shout outs yet. We're not doing shout outs yet. That's not the end. Well, we got Aurelia and we got Taylor here, who again had some excellent games. Guys, unlucky on that match, but hey, what a series and what a season. How are you guys feeling after that? I know it was probably a tough one.
I'm like content.
Yeah.
That's good.
They were good matches. I mean, from both teams. I mean, both of you guys won on each other's map picks. It was just a good match overall. You know, I wouldn't be so disheartened. You guys played really damn well at TF2. So you guys got to give yourselves a pat on the back. Kind of just, you know.
Hey, GG's guys. It was actually the most fun I've ever had. I've actually never had more fun, guys.
When I died to that heavy on last on the. Oh, dude, my heart was just falling. That was unreal.
Bro, that EU last hold, that is actually so like unusual. Like we'd never saw it before, and I was like, we didn't know what to do.
Yes, we chose to run that because, like, I didn't think anyone would know what strategies to do into that last hold. Like,
pretty well. You had OnlySpams kind of discombobulated. Couldn't figure out what to do.
Yeah, I was like, I was hoping that they'd end up wasting a lot of time in game just trying to figure out what to do. They tried to jump through left, die to traps because normally there's no traps there. You can just jump through, but now you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, like we saw that and we're like, maybe drawing left is free, but then we found out very quickly it was not free. we tried to pressure top right, and you have like the best pyro of all time on that door. So it was a hard game. Like we were formulating like a man tread sack. Like you have no idea. We were
okay. You know what? I'm pissed at y'all. Y'all didn't do the Chewy mid ever.
No, so we did.
I think you tried doing it the first mid, right? And then Electric
got stuffed. We got stuffed.
Oh, that's what I didn't even recognize that.
That's what I said. The first mid they tried it, and then Electric died early, and then it kind of just
okay. So on Metalworks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I reviewed your demo. I saw you did it on the first mid, and then I counter-strapped it. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew they did their homework.
That's
we do this shit in amateur.
That's why you don't do it in scrims.
They think you're not gonna have counter-stratting and watching demos and doing all that shit in AM. Nah, dude. Hey, listen. As a 20-season TF2 veteran, like I've played it not super high levels, but like I've played at least like the Osford equivalent of Advanced. I was the worst player in the division for the record, but I played like. A lot of these guys in this chat, like, they're next up, 100%. I've seen the talent. I've seen the dedication. Like, AM's got... You've seen it in the stream. You've been watching it. AM has some serious fucking talent coming through the ranks. Like, these are our guys. This is, like, next up. This is the next generation. As someone on the tail end, like, I'm at the far end of my TF2 career bell curve. Like, seeing you guys come in... Like, play real fast TF2 as well. Like, sometimes when it stalemates on last, it's not super fast. But it's like, a few seasons ago, I watched amateur games, and it's like, this is so slow. Like, the speed of the game at, like, the base level has improved a lot. And I think that's to both teams' credit. I thought, watching from afar, seeing both teams really go from strength to strength was really impressive. And I think, the the incidents of the last couple days aside, I think both of you guys, both teams, like, were really good, and like I think that grand finals that we just watched is a great advertisement for like how well off the game's going to be when you guys continue to improve and move up the division. So I think both teams, all the teams, but you two teams especially, should feel very proud of yourselves for how you guys played tonight.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out Just Jazz. Shout out the Fireside Casters. Shout out everyone who supported us. Shout out my teammates. I just want to shout everyone out. Good job, everyone.
Now I know, Rocker. You had a few words you wanted to say. What were you going to tell us, Rocker?
What? No, you just said them.
Oh,
you just
right.
said about the speed of the game.
Nah, shit.
You stole the words right out of my mouth.
I got a final question.
Yeah.
How'd that cannon taste on lasts?
Hey, nah, bro.
Cannon.
Whoa.
That's toxic.
Bro was pulling out the
loose cannon.
vintage. He was pulling out the
This guy has
vintage
never
Davis.
talked crap the whole season, by the way. My goodness.
I had to give him a little lip. It's our win, you know.
Good job, guys. I mean, I honestly,
Yes,
that was the closest Team Fortress 2 I've ever played in my life. Thank you guys for the good game.
So next season?
LOL.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to you about on Rocker. I like a lot of these like AM teams. I feel like just aren't going to move up next season. It's kind of sad. Like I don't know many people moving up next season. TNF. I hope you guys move up. I need some of my AM triplets up in IM.
Keep it going,
bro.
Keep it going.
Hey,
I hope to see you guys next season, bro.
Grape Juice the third would have some words to say about that. But the teams who improve the fastest are the teams that stick together. Just because you learn your own habits,
sir.
You learn everybody how your team plays.
Said the same thing to us, man. Yeah, it's so true, though. It's so true. You have to keep it going, otherwise you will regret it. I promise.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm gonna take a long break from this game. This thing took years off.
Hey, you earned it, bro.
Yes, bro. Well, thank you guys for casting.
Yeah, unless
okay,
Rocker, Foe, or Pook, unless you guys have any more questions, we can move to shoutouts and then I'll close it out for us.
I'm Gucci.
That's valid.
Hey, wait, I want to say one last thing.
Yeah, man.
Shanchi?
Oh no. Yes,
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, you're welcome for a little bit of farming muscle, okay?
Thank you, bro.
Listen, you
Shout
can pay us back later, okay?
Shout out Marmot.
I'll let you know.
Shout out Marmot. That's my
yes,
shout out.
sir.
Shout out.
Thank you, brother.
That's the shout out. Thanks for letting me use Davis.
Yeah, Davis had that config, if you know what I mean. That's
Hey,
the
bro,
name of the
that shit ain't cheap, bro.
Yeah.
That shit ain't cheap.
Good job, guys.
All right, well, we'll just start at the top. We'll work our way down to Pook. I'll skip myself. I'll do the last one, and then we'll go home. It's OnlySpams, you can celebrate your victory, and TNF, you can celebrate what was a very, very good season out of you guys. So, Aurelia, any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd like to, besides, like, obviously my whole team, I'd like to shout out my subs, Assad, Zuri, who played a bit, my Flank Scouts boyfriend, Danny, he had to pay $5 to play the shittiest Metalworks official ever. Shout out to those $5. Thank you for paying to play that dog shit official. And shout out to Grape Juice, who gave us like a review like before the like semifinals and grand finals, and shout out to Quacks, who gave us a few reviews earlier in the season, which were also really nice. And yeah,
Chauncey.
Biggest shout out's gonna go to Douglas. I had never played Peace Scout in my entire life, and so he's the one who, helped me learn the game. Still got a lot of things to learn, but because of him, now I'm here. Shout out to Pimp Chimp for reviewing us as well. I'm sure Lecture will get to that. Shout out to the fellow Peace Scouts in the div that I consider like friends and rivals. Foe, 8-Bit, Rice. Who else? Gosh, there's so many. Shout out to Coda, lol.
Yeah, bro.
And then shout out to my girlfriend watching. Appreciate you.
Wholesome.
Lovely. Who's up? Davis. Big Davis.
First of all, shout out Marmots always. Marmots for life.
Hello.
Shout out all my teammates, Pook, Fo, Vino, everyone on that team, Otto, the GOAT. Shout out Jib for taking the time and working with me and
Big
really helping me with my game. Jib's the GOAT, coach School of Jib. And shout out Chauncey and the boys. Like, thanks for having me.
Electric.
Shout out to Pimp Chimp. Thank you for all those hours, all those reviews, all that tech, all that macro. Wouldn't have gotten so far. Douglas as well, of course, also with the team review. DWW and Windows, can't forget about you. Always appreciated those reviews, even though I was the only one in them sometimes.
Lol.
And lol. And shout out to my mom for one.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Let's go.
somebody said it.
Wait.
Freaky Medic.
I want to shout out two people here. Number one, Electric. He's 6'4", Asian, and a Chad. He lives in
Yup.
LA. Makes over
Yup.
six-figure salary.
Shout out
If there are
on
any
shout out
this
on
heterosexual women watching the stream, please hit him up at Electric. Period. Literal period, not spelled out.
Bro, there's no
And
women
second, I
watching
want to
the stream.
shout out Davis for like playing so cool and calm and like that's amazing.
Hey, had to put on for
Oh
the
my
Unks.
God.
Shout out Electric.
Yep, shout out Electric.
Foe.
Loki, shout out Grips, shout out Fungly, shout out to the original Marmot team. Loki, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. But and also shout out Douglas, bro. He helped me so much in my career, and I hope to take this into IM next season. So, and also shout out all the AM chudlets that hopefully move up with me, bro. I hope to see you guys next season.
Yes, sir. Number one rocker, my number one guy.
Shout out to all the teams that played this season and in the playoffs. It was phenomenal, especially this grand final. Shout out to my fiance who is not watching because she's asleep right now. Let's see, Mobe, Grape Juice, Jib, Earl, TF2 team, everybody included. Bruh moment, past, present, and future, ... question mark. I stole your bit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just Jazz, my co-casters, of course, Foe and Pook. And yeah, everybody watching. GG's.
Scorch.
Shout out to the RGL anti-cheat team.
Truth nuke.
Big W.
Soul.
Shout out to our team, our coaches, but I think special shout out to Chauncey. First season as TL, crushed it all season, helped us all learn the game together. Yeah, great season, guys.
Yes, thank you, Soul.
Taylor.
Shout out to my team, of course. Special shout outs to Aurelia for being the brains of our team. Shout outs to Dakota and KRP because we wouldn't get second place without them. Special shout out to 1KG and Grape Juice and Quacks.
All right. Pookie. Big Pookiekins.
Oh shit, where do I begin? Let's start at the beginning. Shout out to Blue Star and Jason, my newbie cup coaches, who are the GOATs and are literally the only reason why I'm still playing this game was because they were just such good coaches. Shout out to, I mean, as Fo said, all the OG Marmots. Another reason, like I never would have ever continued to play this game if I didn't find a good group of people like them. Shout out Jib for the reviews. Shout out Douglas and Pimp Chimp for the reviews. Shout out to, I mean, anyone who's just like been friends or fucking like cool people in the community. What? And lastly, shout out to my mom for giving birth to a goat. That is me.
Truth.
That's
You're an actual moron.
Nuke.
Wait. And shout out Davis for proving that the Marmots are truly number one, secret number one.
I have
Hey,
no
Jazz, I
comment
got
there.
one more.
Hey, but keep it brief because I want to go to sleep.
Shout out Just Jazz for the stream.
Shout out
They
Just
were
Jazz.
unreal.
Shout out Just Jazz.
They were unreal.
But more importantly, TF2esports.com.
Esports.com. Go get your pick'ems in right now.
That's right. All right, I'll close it out with a few words about the season, and then some shout outs, and then we'll all go home and I'll upload the VOD so you guys can have your watch party.
Shout out to Haas.
First off, I I thought I was going to be done with trying to grind TF2, but then I caught the itch. Played this season of Soldier. I think I was statistically like one of the worst soldiers in the div, but I had a lot of fun. And as someone who I said earlier, I'm like on the other end of the bell curve for my TF2 career. I've had a lot of fun watching players that I've seen in like open pugs and TF2 CC pugs improve and get better as the season goes on, and like start to fall in love with TF2 as an esport. Shout out TF2esports.com, because it really is interesting, and for me, just being a bit reflective as I want to be at times, I see myself as, you know, I'm on the wrong side of 25. I'm 30 at this point, which is weird. I played this game since it came out. Yeah, I started on the Xbox Orange box, and so I'm kind of like the elder statesman of the community. And it's interesting because now I feel a pressure to, I guess, pass the game on to you guys in a better state, in a way, right? I think Rocker might feel the same way. We're kind of carrying the torch, but our race is run, and we're now passing it off to you
yourself.
guys.
I'm
right?
still playing.
You know, but you know what I mean. Like they can they can do 10 more seasons, and if I'm still grinding the game in 2 years' time, I've really fucked up somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, we love TF2 too much to do that.
But so it's to have a grand final like that, and to have a season like that where I've seen you guys improve, and then to see, like, admittedly it was extenuating circumstances that you got you guys into the grand final, but nonetheless, like, you're still there. You still have to play.
It's fair. It's fair that way.
Exactly. And to see you guys take it to 3 maps and like engaging, like really exciting TF2, really just fun. Like it warms my heart, and I genuinely do think that the scene's kind of contracted a little bit, but there's still a lot of reasons to be optimistic about what's going on. So my first shout outs go to you guys, and it goes out to the guys in amateur and newcomer. I hope you guys keep on grinding, and I hope you guys keep enjoying the game, because it's there for you and it's there to be enjoyed. Second shout out is going to go to number one Rocker, who I couldn't have done all these casts without you. Thank you for coming in just kind of on short notice. You're like, hey, we're going to cast. We're going to cast. Well, we were going to cast the last month and a half. We were going to cast.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Shout outs both to Foe and the Pook for coming in. I know, Foe, you weren't expecting to be on the cast the entire time, but you were, and I greatly appreciate that. And Pook as well. I thought you guys added a nice little... you guys started to find that dynamic with number one Rocker, which, as someone who's produced many games, was a lot of fun to hear as well. Shout outs both teams. Just really fun TF2. Really fun TF2 to watch. Shout outs my team from this season. I really enjoyed playing with you guys. Shout outs to every team I've played for. Shout outs to Bruh Moment, past, present, and future, ... We'll see. Shout outs to my best friend Jorge, who sometimes watches my streams. Shout outs to my cat Beans. Shout outs to my dad, and shout outs to Team Fortress 2.
Hell yeah.
And shout outs to TF2esports.com, the proud sponsor of the RGL Season 26's Amateur Grand Finals, brought to you by TF2esports.com. Please go check them out. Seriously, Mitch Cliff came in fucking clutch today for me. It really helped improve the quality of the stream. And you guys are going to see it when you go and watch. So
the website's actually beast. People go try it.
The website is actually beast. So, and shout out Stagger, who asked me to shout him, and shout out Skiggly Guy.
Of course.
So,
shout out Chocolate.
With that all said, we are going to close off this stream, this RGL Season 20 Amateur Grand Finals. OnlySpams are your champions. A season well fought. Team name Finger, a valiant effort, a great second place, and I hope to see you guys continue to climb the divisions.
Thank you.
Fucking G's.
Good night, everybody. We're gonna send it over to Rakuso, one of the greats.
Woo!
Good night.
3, 2, 1, raid now.
See ya.
And we are off.